you're in any position to judge.
It is still
point.
3. I am on time.
Okay, hang on. I'm
You fool, you're supposed to be here
I'm
at
gonna
12
post
p.m.,
the
not
announcement
3.
that we're live on Twitch. It's on my Twitter. You guys can go find that.
Dean,
I'm
you're
going
3
to
hours late. It's 12
Shut
p.m.
up.
We all
I'm
came
gonna-
here at 12 p.m.
I am going to commit a murder.
Okay, murder aside, I have hit the start streaming button. My camera is not focusing,
okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, so Twitch chat, I am gonna commit a murder.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright. So, without further ado, let's just get on with our introductions. I am Kerr or Kyra, the Dungeon Master, or Apex Master, or Arena Master, as I desperately wanted to call myself when I was trying to come up with a title for this campaign. This is... I run this. This is essentially just the story of Apex Legends, but retold in the setting of a D&D game, and that is what we're working with here. I'm gonna pass it on to the next person who's ready.
I'm never ready.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay, so
I'm Chance. I play D&D sometimes, apparently, and I also DM or referee for Cyberpunk 2023, which is something that you should watch. It's also very good.
We had that live yesterday, so if you missed it, we do typically stream it every Wednesday, but the next episode is going to be out on Sunday.
It's a very special episode.
Yes.
The Vittorio fit.
The fit. The drip.
The drip.
Alright.
The drip. The
Who's
D20
next?
earrings. Tony.
Go.
Go.
Oh yeah, it's me. Hey, I'm Tony.
Go.
I play Tex, the 3 Korean artificer, and if you don't know what I do, then you're not important enough to.
L.
Very
L plus
true.
ratio.
I'm so happy it's cloudy today. Now my window isn't like the bright shining gate to heaven that it usually is.
Don't worry, I will make up for it by
By giving your intro?
by giving my intro and doing another flashbang. As in just like turning on my side light. Hi, I'm Dean. I am not the Dungeon Master for this campaign, but I am the DM for Cursed Ones, D&D, and Spider-Verse Infinitum. But in this particular campaign, I am playing Vittorio Calais, the Kender Druid, and I'm hyped. I'm so happy that we're back, and I'm ready to get silly with it.
Keith, that leaves you.
Awesome. My name is Keith. I'm playing the character Quentin Bagley, who's a halfling sorcerer. Yeah, can't wait to continue playing him. Yeah, it's been a while.
Keith,
It has been a while.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you, Keith, that during Spider-Verse Infinitum, I, in my brain, jumbled your name up with Quentin's, and I said Queef.
So good. So this is
Because I think about that often.
this is the silly campaign.
Mm-hmm.
It's the funny one.
All right. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do the lore recap because it has been a while, and I would hate to ask you guys to remember when I have the most selective memory possible and remember literally like so many details from last campaign. But I will try to keep
That's
it brief
okay.
for the sake of time.
I remember.
I got it all locked in my head already.
Real.
Yes.
So as a session recap for last time, session 6, we were making our way over to Typhon. On the way, Tex proposed that the party takes a little underground tunnel to try and get to Typhon just a little bit faster. Along the way, the party ran into a giant spider wasp nest, and having a quest to collect giant spider wasp silk, everyone immediately well, not everyone, but Tex, Quentin, and Jin immediately begin tearing at the cocoon. Well, not the cocoon, the nest, much to Vittorio's protests, and once the first giant spider wasp pokes its head out, Tex uses his flamethrower and ignites the entire thing, causing this.
Yeah, that was a dual Quentin and Tex venture.
Yeah,
he
that too.
had his
Okay,
fireballs.
There were many
both of
people
them,
involved in that.
Both of them committed arson in a cave. This this immediate spark of fire caused smoke to fill the cave, much to Vittorio's dismay, and this caused the plants growing within her to violently sprout out of her back. As everyone who is traveling in these tunnels evacuates as it fills with smoke, they sort of berate the party for their carelessness in setting an underground fire, which
Talk about a
Yeah.
biased narrator.
yeah, I know. But that is what happened. They did scold them for setting an
Yeah, but
underground
fuck
fire.
those guys.
Yeah, screw him. Screw
This-
ungrateful.
I
You still
almost
hit level
died.
5.
Yeah, Vittorio
Hey,
almost
that-
died,
okay.
guys.
That's different.
you
That's
hit-
different.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that this wasn't a bit of a slip up, but I am saying that everybody else was way too mad at us about it. Fuck
Yeah.
those
all I'm
guys.
saying
But
is
really
that we
just
still
play
hit
alive.
level 5. We still hit level 5. That's all I'm saying.
We
All
got
right.
that XP.
As the party recovers in the local tavern, they are trying to figure out how to remove the plant safely from Vittorio's body, and to a degree of success, they are able to do it without causing her further harm. However, for the rest of the day, the party is very emotionally exhausted from all that has
It's
happened.
pretty
and
much
decided to
just
retire.
Vittorio and Jin.
and
Get over here, Vittorio.
decided to retire in the tavern for the rest of the day. Once the next
Gotta
day
prune some leaves.
dawned, they
No.
continued on their journey, met some interesting characters along the way, and Conrad had unfortunately been called to Cleo for something that's going on there, and we don't know what that is yet. Jin and Vittorio shared a little moment together before finally we reached the ruins of Typhon. And I'm going to. I think I have.
Saw a
it
dragon
paced.
skeleton.
Yeah, we saw a dragon skeleton. It was a pretty cool
And
dragon
weird
skeleton.
noises.
That's really cool.
Super
That
cool.
is, here's your
Is that the-
ambiance thing,
yes.
because I don't use any sound bots. Let's apex those aberrations.
Yay!
Oh fuck!
Is-
I just had the Prime Gaming ad play at full volume, and I almost fucking died.
Get ad blocker in.
Logan Paul personally comes and decks you across the face.
All right.
Oh god.
Typhon's ruins have an almost eerie atmosphere. Despite the overgrown and mostly abandoned setting, something about it still seems alive. Perhaps it's the fauna that lurk in the overgrowth. Maybe it's the seemingly electric charge of magic in the air. It could even be what's left of the Ark, or even the remains of the dragon that battled there all those years ago. Regardless, as you are all gathered by the dragon's skeleton, two screams tear through the air. What do?
Book it just to check it out.
All right, sure.
Use
I
my
will
long
also.
leg legs
I'll
to
also
get
make
there.
my way there.
All
I
right.
take my log
Yeah.
out.
More cautiously.
You
Yeah.
guys, well, okay. How do you guys make your way over there? Like, Tex, you say you book it over there. Jin, you're kind of being a little bit more cautious about this. Am I right?
Yeah. Cause I don't want to fucking trip. Is my thing.
Of course. Right. So, Jin, as
I
you
just get good at walking.
sort of like microaggression.
Yeah, that was a microaggression.
Hey, you have Daredevil radar. You don't have anything to complain about.
I explicitly don't have that.
All right. So,
Mechanically, you do.
That's true.
as
enough.
I'm also approaching, but like probably even more cautiously than Jin. I think mostly what she's doing is kind of like leading with her head in a way where it's like she's kind of almost sidestepping over and such cautiously, just like ear out first to try and get a look of things. But she's kind of slowed down by the recent plant extra growth in general and is taking it easy, but just like she will hear it and will start slowly making her way over, kind of stalking like an animal.
all right, Quentin, anything that you want to add?
Yeah, so I'm kind of just like following behind Tex, and my wand's already out, and yeah, I'm very
Alright.
prepared right now.
I see. So, Jin, Vittorio, as you two are sort of carefully making your way over, Jin specifically, you hear just like the fast like rustle of plants as Tex and Quentin just rush past you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Mechanically speaking, am I giving Quentin like half cover right now? Just because I'm bigger than him?
Actually, yeah, I think so. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm going right-
if Quentin is behind you, I guess you're technically doing that. Unless you want to say that Quentin is short enough that like he's kind of exposed through your legs.
I also am going to hold an action, Wither and Bloom. If anything starts to attack, I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom.
All right.
Yeah, I want to do the same
Oh,
with just
smart.
Firebolt.
Oh, that's...
I love when I get to remind people that prepared actions and held actions are a thing, because every
Right,
time I
yeah.
do one, everyone is collectively like, "Oh, I'm holding an action."
Lamau.
Yeah,
If
it's
I
so easy to
prepare,
forget 'cause they're so good.
if I prepare an attack
Ooh.
action, that includes my fancy new extra attack, right?
It would just be one.
Yeah, I
Damn,
think that's
okay.
just
And
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a prepared action, and then your action is segmented into multiple attacks. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
No.
Okay. I mean,
It's like a reaction. Not to rules lawyer you, but I will.
But you're
Yeah,
using
yeah,
a
yeah.
reaction and an action together. You're delaying your action using your reaction.
Point
That's all I'm
being,
saying.
let's keep going. Tex and Quentin,
You're
you
loaning out your action with your reaction. I don't know,
Tex
it's so
and
hard to
Quentin, you see
understand
this
it.
first. There is a drow and a summer eldrin caught in a snare. Below them, there is a small golden retriever puppy, sort of like trying to scramble up a wall and barking at them. And the summer eldrin is going, Rowdy, just stay still, hang on. And the drow is just sort of like muttering and swearing to himself, like, ah, fuck, are you kidding me?
Can I no-scope this shit and shoot down the rope with a firebolt?
I thought you were gonna say you were gonna no scope the.
Me
the
too.
puppy.
I was about to lose
Yeah.
it. You
Yeah,
don't
can I cast
understand.
can I cast Shatter on the dog real quick?
Let me check snare real quick.
Wait, can I just levitate and get like the dog out of the snare, just like?
Wait, snare the spell? Oh, I know how that shit works. I literally used it earlier.
Yeah.
I think you can attack it. I can't remember though.
It doesn't say. Something dexterity saving throw something this isn't a combat encounter.
Okay, well, can I make an Arcana check to release it? To release him? Because that's a thing you can do.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make the Arcana check.
Cool, I'm just gonna stomp over it and be like, it seems you've been caught in a trap. I will
Yeah.
get you down and not eat your dog while I'm doing it.
Cool, very appreciated.
Oh, that's a, holy shit, I rolled a 17 plus 7, so that's
24.
24?
All right.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah,
I
you
can do that.
easily like you've dealt with this magic before, and you instantly like. Do you have fingers? Maybe not.
Yeah. Many. I have many fingers.
You snap your many fingers. If I could snap, there would be like a ripple of just snaps in the air right now. And the Arcana spell, or no, the snare spell dissipates, and they sort of just fall to the ground with like a thud. Jin and Vittorio, I'm assuming you make it here already.
Yeah, once I do, she does not at any point like consider the people in the scene, and is going to drop possibly just like Wither and Bloom. Not gonna
On the
worry about that
dog?
anymore. No, I meant drop as in I'm not going to cast
Okay,
it
okay.
anymore. And
I thought you meant
instead,
drop a bomb.
no, why would I do such a thing? And I am going to cast Druidcraft, and I'm going to make a small like sprig of basil.
It's Rowdy.
It's Rowdy! And she's gonna make a sprig of basil because dogs really like basil and they're good for dogs and it's like really medicinal for them. And she is gonna just like start heading down and is just going to like hold out the basil leaf for Rowdy.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll animal handling for that.
That's my puppy. He's my oopie.
It's a little creature.
It's my little guy. Alright, aminal handling. I have a +7, so that is 17 plus 7, so that is going to be 24.
24.
Samesies.
Okay. With ease.
My dog now.
with ease, the dog sort of runs up to you, very curious about the leaf of basil that you're holding in your hand, and readily eats it. As the drow and the eldrin get up, they're sort of like brushing the dirt off their clothes. It's like, thanks for that. The drow sort of pinches his nose bridge and goes, "Why did I come back here? This place is bad news."
I have a question. Can I do some sort of check to know if it was other 3 Kreen that set this trap, or if it was something else? Is that a thing I could do? possibly.
Go ahead and make the Arcana check.
Come on, baby. Oh, I rolled a 6, but that's still +7, so
Not quite.
13. Yeah.
Not
Dang.
Not quite. Well, I mean, to be fair, with a 13, it's really easy to assume that it was probably the other 3 Kreens setting this trap.
Okay.
And Quentin, as the drow sort of like turns his gaze to all of you, he sees you and he goes, "It's you, Quentin, right?"
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, I gotta thank you for clearing up the whole false lead with the false Apex Guild logo.
Yeah. Oh
Ha-
yeah.
have you
yeah.
have you had any luck finding the people who killed your clan?
No, actually. To be honest, I was actually gonna talk to you about that. Yeah, actually, it's a good thing we cleared that up because I was totally about to poison like the head members and kill off the little guys. I was totally about to. I say that casually in front of everyone. I say that.
I mean, yeah, I was planning on doing that too when I before I saw you. So
Yeah. So that's a good thing that they told me the truth about everything. So yeah.
It's a good thing Conrad's not here anymore.
it's true. And he goes,
One person in the party that would not have been cool with that.
Literally.
and he goes,
I'm hardly cool with it.
"So, was your clan also in Typhon or something? Because I'm not entirely aware of anyone else living here after its fall."
No, not in Typhon. You lived here?
No, I didn't live here. This was where me and my family were attacked. We were hired by the Dragon Company to search for potential magic artifacts. I don't exactly know why, because we didn't think there would be anything, but we didn't exactly have a place to call home, so when you're always on the go, having a little bit of coin is always a good thing, so we took the job anyways, and to our surprise, we did actually find something. And he sort of like undoes some strings on his tunic just to like pull it apart just a little bit, and on his chest there's a bit of like armor, and it's got like this glowing sort of core inside of it, and then he ties it back up.
Identify.
Identify? Alright, so
Okay.
as Ignacio is explaining this, I'll get to that later. Tex, you cast Identify. This armor piece is built with the same sort of arcane steel material that you had given to Ramya back in Solus, except this one has been specifically enchanted to allow for backwards travel to a previous spot that you were located in.
Chess piece of the winding
Okay.
path. Ooh.
Wait, so how'd you get that?
I don't know, I was looking around and there were some, it looked to be like maybe some guard barracks or something. There was just different weapons, old armor that I found laying around, and I was messing with my brother and I thought it'd be funny to put it on, and when I put it on, it began to glow. And right as it began to glow, that's when the assassins jumped in and took my family. I wanted to do something, but the armor, it sent me backwards too far, and by the time I got back, they were all dead.
So were the assassins?
I wasn't able to get a good look at them. I was teleported too soon.
Wait, can you take off the armor? Like
I can.
Like, okay.
I can. Yeah.
Then why don't you just take it off? I mean, it might not be safe for you to like wear it.
No, I don't have any leads right now. The Apex Guild left us with basically no answers. This armor, I'm sure those assassins were after it. If I keep it on me, then maybe I can draw out the killers and take my revenge.
Huh. All
I want
right.
to kill you.
Yeah.
I don't care what happens. I need to be able to have my chance at vengeance here.
Would
I
you
thought
die
maybe-
satisfied if they jumped you and you didn't get your revenge?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Would you die satisfied if they jumped you and you didn't get your revenge? Because with the way you're strategizing this, it seems like that is a likely outcome.
Yes, if it was the assassins that had chosen to set that trap earlier, you would already be dead, most likely, and stripped of parts.
Maybe, but I don't really have any other options here of finding them. There's the Dragon Company, but I'm not sure I really trust them if they sent me here.
Oh wait, can you give me a history check on the Dragon Company? Like, about what exactly they are and stuff.
The history.
Ooh,
a history
can I
check?
help with that? Because I might know things.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
nothing.
Help is advantage, right?
Can I help because
Here-
I'm just
here it
really
is.
smart?
One at a time.
I'm already helping. Yeah, it's advantage.
Okay, Tex.
All right.
Oh, no, I got nothing.
Okay.
If they're already helping.
Okay, so I roll. All right, I rolled a 3, and my history's a 2, so that didn't do anything.
Was that your
Is that
highest
an
roll?
advantage?
Advantage, I know.
Damn.
Buh.
I don't have to say. Oh, nat 20. Oh,
Nat 20 with a nat
What's
20.
that?
Ooh.
Oh, fuck yeah.
With a nat
Jin
20,
just tells
Quentin.
it to
Jin,
him.
you
I just know the answer and I tell it to him and let him pass it off like he said it.
you recognize the Dragon Company easily. This was the rival company of the Jade Leviathan. They are not located in Samathi like the Jade Leviathan. They are actually located in a sort of neighboring city called Dionysus that I forgot to put on the important locations. Don't worry about it.
That's okay.
But as far as you're aware, their operations are roughly similar to that of the Jade Leviathan, and they sort of have their own guild, but it's definitely a guild of bounty hunter type characters.
Okay, I see. All right. So I kind of relay that information to the group. Like, all right. So y'all got that?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where
I'm-
did the chest plate send you exactly?
Well, here's how it works, and he takes a few steps forward so that he's a good distance away from you guys. And then he mutters sort of a low incantation. And it brings him back right to where he was standing.
I see. I'm sorry for what happened to your family. If there's any leads I find, or any of us find, we'll be sure to relay them. As it seems you've already, made connections with some of us.
Thank you.
Looks at Quentin like not subtly at all.
It's like the office camera stare.
I'm just smiling and like.
As you guys are talking, you hear a rustle of leaves behind you, and 2-3 creens similar in size and build to Tex emerge. And
I immediately am shielding the dog, who I have this entire time been like braiding
Yeah,
a
you've
flower
been-
crown
you
of
and
nasturtium
Lynn have
flowers
just
for.
you and Lynn have just been vibing. You love this dog.
I love this dog. I've been making him a little flower crown of nasturtium flowers because dogs like the smell of that. And I've
Yeah.
just been doing that, so I put the crown on the dog and I just pick him up and I'm just shielding him.
He's very happy. All right. The 3 Kreen emerge, and the rest of you just hear sort of like a chatter. It's like very much like clicking and things of the sort. Tex, you recognize this language as it is the physical language of your clan, and as they talk to each other, They're simply stating that they're surprised to see that they're snare-caught humanoid creatures.
Tex explains back in also the native tongue that these creatures are very inept, so it's not too much their fault. But some of them are our allies, and some of them are just strangers that we're on okay relationships with.
All right. They nod, and on an open channel, all of you can hear in your mind. It is not common for us to have visitors from the surface world. You are traveling with Tex Vril. What are your names?
Oh, you must be. Ah, you're part of the same guild, right? This is your clan?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Vittorio Calais.
Jin Yan. I
Quentin
give like a
Black.
little bow.
And then Ignacio just goes, Ignacio Wamani. And Lynn goes, Lynn Mivo. They go very
I
well.
point at Rowdy. I point at Rowdy and I go, Rowdy.
Very. And then he sort of glances. There's like a slight, like, thing of like, we could have caught that in our snare instead.
I am just like,
I over the channel, I just, this is vibes, in the language, not
Yeah.
common psychically projected, but he does just say they seem quite attached to that animal. I don't know if they want to eat it for later or just keep it around for a while, but it's theirs. So I'd suggest not trying to eat it because they'll get very angry about it.
The three Kreen nods and at you and turns back to the rest of the group. I am Vartrick, and there's a shorter three Kreen next to him, only by like an inch or two. And she goes, Shirley, what are you doing here? This is our territory. Why have you brought these people here, Tex?
I was informed that there may be an artifact out here. A company wants it, though I was planning to give it to our clan almost immediately when we found it.
We have collected everything. There is nothing to give.
Oh, also, can I just shoot over a psychic channel real quick that the rest of the party wouldn't understand and say, he found a chest plate earlier, and then his companions were murdered by assassins. Were those us?
Vartrick communicates back to you. That was not us. However, his acquisition of the armor will be noted.
Yes. And I also just tell them exactly what the armor does. I just communicate that to them
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, and they sort of like nod, chitter like acknowledgingly. And they go, if you have nothing to gain here, then leave.
Yes. I intend to continue to search because on the off chance that this artifact is somehow hidden in some shape or form, there's a possibility we may have missed it. And if it is indeed here, I would like to search for it to be extra thorough. And
Vartrick,
utilize my companions, sorry, what's the word? Sorry, I'm blinking out IRL.
you're good. I do that all the time.
And with my companion working as fellow workhorses, we are sure to find it if it is here. And if not, we will simply leave.
are we
Vartrick-
hearing this, by the way?
Yeah. Wait, are you just?
No.
Nope, okay.
Vartrick and,
Because of it.
Vartrick and Shirley look at each other. They cut off the channel with you, Tex, for a moment. And it's silent between them. They're not even looking at each other. They're just looking at all of you as well. Just dead silence as they communicate with each other before finally they open the channel again to everyone. And they go, perhaps we can offer information rather than a physical object.
Thank you.
You may follow
That's
us.
fine.
Tends to work just as well.
You
We
may
don't need the artifact, we just need the information.
You may follow us below the hive. However, you must offer us something of use in return, whether it's physical or abstract.
I'm assuming that money doesn't work here.
Money will not work here, I'm sorry.
Alright. What's valuable to them? Like,
So, you know how,
Sure.
like... this is
I
gonna
don't
be
know
the
what's valuable to text.
This is gonna be the worst fucking example. Keith, you know how in, like, Minecraft, you can trade, like, an emerald for, like, 10 bread? Emerald
Yeah.
is simply just, like, a currency, right? Like, it's nothing more it's nothing more than a coin, essentially, in Minecraft.
yeah, of course.
Whereas here in the real world, it's like a precious gem. Like, if you gave someone an emerald, you'd be like, holy shit, thank you. You'd essentially be like, if the trade was reversed, you would essentially be like having to offer them something useful, like bread or supplies, as opposed to currency. And the currency would be the emerald that they're offering to you. That's the analogy that I'm making in my head.
Yeah, I got you.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, so something useful. Okay.
I do have health potions that I could give to them, but I don't think I will. I do have a bunch of trinkets, but I don't know if trinkets is the main thing here.
They might find it offensive, even.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what I'm
That's
gonna
Tex.
do.
Hey, Tex, what's like, what do you think?
Just dig deep into your friendship with Tex and consider what would he find valuable and useful.
That one
I
fucking
think
corner in
this is-
Samathi.
I think in a way this is almost like it's not salty, but it's almost telling that this is what her mind immediately goes to when thinking of like what Tex would want, and she is going to take all 10 of her torches and her tinderbox and offer them up.
They look at it for a moment, inspecting it, and they go, "We have no use for fire underground. We have dark vision."
She like flits her eyes over to Tex for but a moment.
I'm pretty sure they have dark vision. I swear I looked at this 1,000 times.
Also, you know, I mean, people probably own fire, but if we need fire, it was just magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Listen, I do not have much.
There was a mood.
Oh, I could be so fucking silly here, and I could use Kender Ace for this.
Oh fuck, yeah.
You know what? I'm using Kender Ace for this.
Oh boy.
So she's going to slowly but surely, giving like a kind of low stare to Tex as she does. She's gonna put it back in, and she is then just going to take her hand out and kind of like, and something is going to appear in it. So I have to roll and see what appears, and it is random, and I'm gonna have to sell whatever the hell it is that I make.
Oh, that's really cool.
Vorpal blade instantly gone.
Ooh, I got 3, so that's probably the best thing I could get because I get 1 item from the adventuring gear table. So let me go get that. Let me go get something for them.
I have to think so hard about if they're gonna want it or not.
I have so many things. There's like so many possibilities I could get here because it's anything from the adventuring gear table, including stuff like spell books.
This is real fucking Indiana Jones shit right here. You gotta find the Holy Grail.
It is. Oh, what would they like? What do you want?
What does Tex want for Christmas?
What do you guys want for Christmas? Do you want a flask of oil? Do you want poison?
I got any more poison.
I'm 80% sure my gun would work here, but I don't want to give that shit up.
Yeah. My wand could work, but I don't want to give that up either. For obvious reasons.
As you're figuring this out, Vittorio, surely
Wait, was the just to ask, was the implication that we all needed to give something, or just one person for the
one
group?
person from the group,
Oh.
including Ignacio and Lynn, have to give them something.
Okay, make them give some shit up. Fuck
Okay.
it.
Well, can I just give them a cluster grenade and be like, this might be interesting, and say this might be interesting to dissect and learn how it works to make more.
Sure, I'll allow it.
Remember
Oh my
that shit I
god!
stole?
I used my
Yeah.
Kender Ace for this.
We introduce guns into their culture.
Introduce. All right. Okay.
Don't. That was some colonizer shit. Check your privilege.
You've seen Tex use guns before.
Oh yeah.
That's like his whole thing.
Yeah. No, I thought like you did. I was like, yeah.
All right.
The privilege, the
So-
pure caucasity.
Tex, hold on to that cluster grenade. Vittorio, have you found anything that you wanted to give them for Christmas?
Yeah, I am going to hold out a Nary Crash. So basically, she does this, and despite the fact that like it doesn't seem to physically work when she kind of like moves her arm around, a whole like backpack kind of size device is going to appear in it, and it's like made from leather and almost like some more natural kind of materials instead of something like more synthetic. And it's stitched together with like little leaves and stuff, and there is not really a button, but there is like a vine that she pulls, and this parachute made from leaves is going to shoot out. It's a Nary Crash. It is basically it just says to aid in descents and ascents. Descents and ascents.
I'm gonna wait. Can I see the item stat block for that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a Nary Crash.
That
It's
sounds
a
like some cool shit to me. I don't know. I feel like that would
How
get
much
the Tex
falling?
approval.
How much falling do you do underground?
listen. There's a lot of stuff going on in
There's
caves.
a lot of
Okay.
kids in the Underdark.
There's
I
a
don't know.
lot.
Have you
There's a
seen the
lot
Minecraft
of
Caves and
tunnels.
Cliffs update, Chance?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true.
This is like an elytra.
You get to that Underdark primarily by jumping in big holes. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have
That's
given
true.
them. Yeah, I have given them now a way to negate their fall damage.
They take it and they go. Very interesting. Oh, Quentin.
Quentin fucking dies.
Horrible news. It disappears after an hour, so we're gonna have to like.
Oh, wait, really?
Gammon. Gammon.
We'll have to run.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I misread it. So for this variant of Kender Ace that I'm running, it disappears after one use. So she will just go. Unfortunately, with how I summoned it, it's only going to be one-time use, but I at least hope you can find some use for it. Perhaps recreate it.
Understood. We will study this object, discover uses for it. Follow us. So, they begin walking, and Tex on a private channel, they ask you, have you found anything of use on the surface world?
I've come across some potential artifacts. I found a scrap of arcane steel recently that I've employed a blacksmith into creating into something more, and if their skills are inadequate, I will simply reforge it.
Okay. And they go,
I, at the very least, trust in Rampart's craftsmanship.
It's a
It is
private.
private.
It's a private,
Private
channel,
channel.
Vittorio. Sorry.
Gosh dang it!
Sorry, this is the Tex episode.
I've also come across several leads that could lead to larger halls that I'm currently investigating. This group seems interested in attacking Shea Rex, and if such an attack were to happen, there would be much to loot.
Very well. We will keep this in mind. So, Vartrick and Zerly move around the corners of crumbling buildings and overgrown streets with ease as they lead you to the orifice. As they walk, you can hear them clicking their mandibles at each other, paying you little mind now, and eventually they come to a stop before Vartrick tells Zerly to do the thing on an open channel.
Oh, god damn it. I just fucking got the reference. You bastard.
I'm so good at this. Anyways. The clicking has now been replaced by a resonating trill, almost resembling a chorus of crickets, but lower pitched. The ground crumbles to reveal a steep tunnel. The sun can barely reach into this orifice, making it seem like a deep plunge into oblivion itself. Vartrick and Zerly move ahead. Alright, so you guys go into the tunnel, right?
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely joining.
Yeah.
Lynn
Hope y'all
and
have dark vision.
I don't.
I think the only people in the party who have dark vision would be Tex, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys Lynn and Ignacio for this. I forgot to roleplay them, like, stuff, but, like, they were lumped up with the party, so I guess
Oh, they just assumed they were invited? Okay.
Vartrick
I
and
see how it
Shirley
is.
assumed they were invited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm carrying their dog, so.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine that they assumed because they saw everyone together, but Ignacio and they
If
arrived
they were
separately
not-
from us, so they just assumed they're with us now, I guess.
If they
All
didn't
right.
follow us,
They
then
might,
I am just,
if
like,
any,
I've
if anything,
taken their
Ignacio
dog.
and Quentin might even like want to like conspire together as well. So there's that.
Ignacio's invited, definitely.
Just saying, it's kind of rude. That's all I'm saying.
I like gently put down gently put down the dog, pat him on the head, let him like run next to whoever he wants to run by, and then like immediately it's like a mix of like, oh, I can't wait to go into a hive, and then also just sheer exhaustion kind of over her features after everything that happened the previous day.
Well, it's not the previous day. It's a 3 to 4 day
Oh.
travel from Solus to Titan.
Right.
So it's actually
I
been a few
forbore.
days.
I'm so sorry. Well
So,
then, yeah. No, then she's just excited.
yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, all the trauma's gone now. It's fine.
Yeah, it never happened. Don't worry about it.
We got over it.
Yeah.
All right. So as you all descend into the hive, not the tunnel more specifically, not the hive yet. Darkness just completely shrouds you, and the orifice, as you all enter slowly, the dirt just sort of like moves back up, and it covers the hole. It is now pitch dark in there. How's everyone feeling?
This means nothing to me.
It might mean something to you in a little bit. Don't worry.
A bit. So bit.
That's ominous.
I mean, this is fine for me. I'm doing great. I
Yeah.
don't know what's wrong with everyone else.
Tech's just happy to
Alright.
be home. Quentin trying to see his way through.
Mm.
Do I need to like put kitty leashes on Quentin and like Vittoria?
You know what?
Backpack?
Sure. Let
No.
me see.
Hey, you can have like a little monkey backpack with a strap on it.
You go, Quentin. Why don't you go ahead and roll an acrobatics check? This would be funny.
Oh
Do
my
not
God.
pick me up. Don't do it.
Okay, wait. Okay, I rolled an 8 plus 4, so it's a 12.
That's a 12. Yeah. So you sort of like feel your way around. You really cannot see anything. You touch the walls as you make your way through. The walls are pretty like narrow, and all of you are in this sort of single file line. And then your hands like move in front of you, and you kind of like hit. Are you? Who are you behind, actually?
Oh yeah, what's our party order? So I assume that Tex was first.
Vartrick and Shirley are ahead of you guys. I'm assuming Tex is right behind them.
Yeah.
And then me.
And then I'm behind Jin.
Yeah. I guess I'm last. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
With Ignacio. Yeah.
With
Quentin just falls
Ignacio
down
and
a
Lynn
hole.
following like all the way behind you. You stick your hands like out for a moment. Oh, my hand is like
no.
right there in the camera, and you feel a hand grab your wrist. Like it's Ignacio, and he sort of whispers, just like, maybe don't stick your hand out like that. I know I know you can't really see in here, but maybe don't. And it's like Quentin almost sort of like grabs little like antlers above Vittorio's head.
It's like, oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll just keep my hand to the wall, like.
Right. So, how are you guys feeling about the hive so far? What are your first impressions of them?
Oh, the people. I was like, well, it's dark.
Yeah. Wait, I just realized. Can
Um,
we just like have a torch with us? Like, would that mock their culture or something? Like,
I don't want.
Would it mock their culture? Now
I
you're culturally sensitive.
No, I don't think that Vittorio is lighting one of her torches for very obvious reasons.
Victoria has a new
Uh,
fear of fire, guys. I'm sorry.
No, I think that she finds them very endearing so far, and just like she has no reason to dislike them at this point, but still doesn't fully know. It's really that thing where it's like, oh, I'm meeting someone else's family in a way. I'm awkward.
I see.
So she's just trying to be polite, and it's just like kind of doing that I'm just gonna let Tex like introduce stuff as we go, and then she's just excited to learn more about everyone, but in like a I don't want to overstep way.
All right. Jin, how are you feeling about the hive?
This means the exact same amount to me that the tunnel did earlier. So I mean,
No. Like the
People.
people you've met so far.
the people.
Bug people.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
like
people.
most people. So I mean, you know, shrug. They're interesting. I mean, I like Tex well enough for the most part. So like, you know, I'm like leaning towards a relatively positive opinion, but I'm still pretty firmly in like a neutral zone.
It's
I
about
think.
where I am.
All right.
Hmm.
As we do. Quentin.
I mean, I like everyone enough. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm pretty nervous about going down here, definitely. But I'm not. Yeah, but yeah, I'm like, this is cool. I mean, I can't say anything, but this is cool. I can't say.
All right. That being said, the tunnel as you descend grows much narrower now. Tex is the tallest in the group so far, right?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So let's change up some things a little bit then.
Yeah. Everyone makes deck saves real quick.
Yeah, everyone make a dexterity saving throw. The DC is a billion.
Oh, then I failed.
All right.
Dexterity saving throw.
No, don't make the
No,
dexterity.
Oh,
not
I was
okay.
really,
joking.
Not really.
Lame.
That's
Only
why I
thing
said
that's
DC a
a
billion.
billion. Yeah.
All right.
DC 1 billion.
Slowly.
Well, I got a 17.
Okay. Slowly,
fails.
bioluminescent roots begin to grow
People
in
off.
numbers, bathing the tunnel in dim blue and purple light. It twists and turns as you descend, becoming narrower the deeper you go. Jin, I don't know if this poses a problem for you because I know you have like your whole walking stick thing, but this tunnel is short enough that it's going to force most of the party here to change from a walk to a crawl.
What about Quentin and Vittorio, the short kings?
Yeah.
You're short enough so it's a little bit less of a crawl and a little bit more of like a crouch.
Pop a squat.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean it's probably fine. Probably.
Probably fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean
think
now
Tex
it's like
very
so
naturally.
it being so narrow, I can just like I guess like feel my way forward.
Yeah, I think Tex very naturally like kind of just pops down and starts crawling on all 6 limbs.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
Vartrick and
okay.
Shirley eventually do the same, and their pace quickens. Seemingly out of nowhere, you see a large chunk of debris jutting out of the wall. More and more of these random assortments of scrap begin to litter the walls of the tunnel. Some of the fungal roots have even grown over and around them, fastening them further in their place. At the end of the tunnel, there is a sharp drop. Vartrick and Zerli begin climbing down. And as you peer into the hive, you see a vast network of tunnels made of scrap. Along those paths, 3 queens scuttle around, performing various jobs. In different spots along the walls, there are banners with an emblem that resembles the symbols of evocation and abjuration schools of magic. This is the hive.
Ooh.
Alongside alongside these sort of like scrap walls are these sort of makeshift ladders made of like various things, maybe like rubble from old buildings, maybe like a dulled out, no, not a dulled out sword, maybe like the handle of a mace just sort of like jammed into the wall. Vartric and Zurli have made their ways down their ways down this ladder, and they are waiting for you at the bottom. To descend, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Do I have to
Oh.
make it, or can I be fine? Because, you know, this is my shit.
You get to do this with advantage.
Cool.
I have a feeling I'm not gonna do well.
It's not bad.
And I'll call you guys out in the marching order.
Are you kidding me? That's
Can I
an
make it-
11.
It doesn't matter too much, but can I make it sleight of hand just because, you know, I'm good at placing my hands?
Yeah, if you want to flavor it as that, sure.
Make an acrobatics check, right?
Cool. 18.
I
18.
got mine.
Tex.
11.
That one?
Who got a nat 1?
No, I said I got mine.
Okay.
Mine is 12.
Alright, so, Tex, you very much recognize this entrance, and you just sort of, like, hop on down, and climb down with incredible ease and grace. Jin, you were following behind, Tex. Are you aware there's a drop here?
I feel like I would be, you know, like more or less. I got an 11 though.
Alright. So, Tex, did you warn Jin about this?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't expect them to.
Oh my god!
Well, I think.
I wouldn't. I'm
technically
not gonna
everyone
fault
would
him
do
for
it.
that. I would know at this point that this is not something that he would warn me about.
Jin,
That's
as
fair enough.
you're sort of crawling, your hand, where you expect there to be like a combination of dirt and debris, there is just air. And this is immediately strange to you. You sort of try to like feel your way around it, and eventually your hand hits the wall below you, and you recognize that this is a drop. And slowly you place your hand on this ladder, trying to like get an idea of where you're supposed to be getting your footing. And you stumble a bit. For a moment, there's a point in the ladder where you grab the wrong thing, and it crumbles like under your grasp and falls with a clink on the floor. And but you're still holding on with your other hand, and you find a stronger spot and eventually make your way down.
This is not OSHA compliant.
It is not. Vittorio, you're next. You rolled a 13?
A 12, actually.
12, okay. This... Three Kreen are known for their tall stature. They easily dwarf most people on the surface world. This is not a ladder built for short people.
Oh.
Yeah, I think just like needing to be in like a weird kind of crouch position and then followed by having to stretch out a lot as well to descend some kind of ladder not built for her stature and like general accommodations. She is just like wincing the entire way down.
Yeah.
Once again, just due to the fact that she's so like vined up everywhere. And it's one of those things where it's a small thing that just is it's flaring up just slightly, and
Yeah.
by the time she gets down, she is just like grimacing, and just kind of silently her wonder is starting to turn into like mostly like that looking down and to the side and just like biting onto things and like digging fingers into palms. It's not upset at what they need to have built to accommodate for them, but it's just kind of like man, I wish this was easier for me
All right.
type frustration.
Quentin, what did you roll?
Okay, so I did roll like a 3 plus 4, so that's about 7. A 7.
Quentin, no!
But okay, can I cast levitate on myself? Because like Okay, so I'm reading levitate right now. If I just target myself, I can lift. Because levitate can lift an object of 500 pounds, right? So and I'm pretty sure I'm short. I'm a short halfling. I probably weigh like a good
Yeah,
like
say like
good
50 to 70
250.
pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so that
yeah,
is
yeah.
I'll give that to you. So as you try to descend down the ladder, once again this ladder is not built for short people, and as you try to stretch your foot to uh, sort of place it there, um, you're you are simply just barely able to reach it, and you cannot safely let go of your grip without falling. So you let go and cast levitate and slowly bring yourself down. You have
Yeah.
expended that spell slot. Do please mark that down.
Alright, I use. Wait a second. I'm gonna use meta magic to regain that spell slot.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mark down that you've
Spell
done that too.
Spell slot and meta magic for
Uh,
going down a ladder.
Going down a ladder.
Let me roll for
Also,
Lynn
now
and
that I think
Ignacio.
about it, I'm just imagining with this ladder. This ladder is almost certainly built to be climbed down face first, right? Because you come out the pit and you go down, and for
That
someone
too.
with 6 limbs, that's fine.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was assuming I was going down face first.
Yeah, it is
I
that.
should have said that.
Yeah, it is that. So, uh, Ignacio, who was behind Quentin, he makes it down without that much issue. And Lynn, despite holding a dog, she is able to find her way down just as easily. Varchik and Zerli, who've been waiting at the bottom, look at you all and say, "This way," and say nothing else. As you walk through the hive, they don't really seem to acknowledge you at all. They don't even look at you. But as you sort of pass by some of them will occasionally make these really territorial clicking noises at you, and it's very visibly angry.
It's like.
One of the three Kreen, Quentin, he sees you at him, and he's like, and then he just scuttles off, doing whatever it was he was doing.
Alright. Huh, nice. Good people here. Good.
Yes, we are good people.
I think I'm just like constantly, I think I'm just like constantly like kind of just giving off like low key vibes of like fucking try me, to anybody who like clicks at me.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Ooh, okay. I'm good at that.
I know that help action can give advantage. Can I give Chance disadvantage here?
A do worse action.
Anti-help action.
All right. Let's see what Jin rolls first, and then I'll decide
That-
what's happening here.
Flaccid 20.
Flaccid 20.
Nice.
All right. Tex, as you're walking, you hear these clicking noises that your clanmates are making at your party here. Jin, you notice as well as you sort of look behind. She sort of like grimaces at them, tapping her cane. How do you react to this?
I'm tapping out
Seeing-
fuck you in Morse code.
Ah,
Yeah. Hmm. I think I'm just gonna close channel psychically communicate to Jin that it may not be the best idea to give off aggressive vibes. You were very much outnumbered here, statistically speaking.
It's not aggressive, just assertive, I say as I'd start tapping out racial slurs with my
oh my god!
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I think in a thematic similarity of Jin like trying to establish dominance, I don't think Vittorio is trying to, but because she is also like half of the time she is a bug herself, she's like tuning into the clicking noises and is almost like I think she's clicking a little bit as well in return.
You
but-
accidentally say a slur at them.
No, I was thinking it's more so like it's so what like kind of insects are all of these creatures, would you say? Like what is the typical like general like physiology in terms of what they tend to like lean towards? I'm assuming that they're not like arthropod
What kind of chimpanzee
arachnids. No, there is a fucking difference between different types of bugs. There are arachnids, there are insects, like there's a whole bunch of actuals like differences between
what
the
if free crane don't
physiology.
fall into any of those phylums because they're full ass sentient beings.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I'm saying, like, no, I'm I'm going to get your ass for this because if a species evolved through like a lineage of insectoid features and stuff, they would not have the features of an arachnid because there is a physiological difference between the two. It's like how there is a big difference between us and chimpanzees. We are theoretically speaking similar in nature, but we are also metamorphically and physiologically
All right,
different
guys,
because
can we
we've
take an hour
evolved to
break
different
to
niches.
argue if evolution exists within the world of D&D?
I am going to get your ass.
I
Tex,
choose to believe.
What
Tex,
I
roll
am
a
trying to say
Tex, roll a history
is-
check if you wanna counter this.
I'm not actually saying this in
Oh.
canon. I'm saying this as Dean,
All right,
the
let's
person
do-
who
let's
cares
Dean is
about
saying this.
physiology.
Let's do this as a joke then. Tex, roll history for me just as a joke.
I'm canonizing that Jin doesn't believe in evolution.
That is a flaccid 20.
Flaccid 20. Okay. Evolution exists in Apex and Aberrations. There.
Let's go.
There you go.
Anyways,
I want to know if they're carabidae. I want to know if they're aphids. I want
Hey,
to know
you
if
didn't
they're
roll here.
Dipteras.
You didn't
I want to know
roll
if they're
here.
Dipteras. I want to know if they're stoneflies.
I
wanna
want
know everything
pictures of
about them.
Spider-Man.
okay.
I want pictures of Spider-Man.
Right. So they are definitely not arachnid in nature. If you could imagine a giant isopod, but
love them.
longer, with the 6 legs, and the mandibles, and the antenna. The what's it
This is all
called wiki?
Humanist propaganda.
What's it called? The what's it called wiki describes them as mantis people. But they don't really look like mantis. Well, they kind of do, I guess. I mean,
Depends on the art, honestly.
Yeah, it really
Mantis
depends.
people are more like Chigja Hill.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm also basing it off of the text art that I see here.
Yeah, well,
which
yeah,
is
the
very
text-
isopodal.
but that also has a lot to do with just the hero forge. Like, if we're getting out of character for something, that a lot has to do with the hero forge options that were available.
Yeah, but for the sake of like me not having to think too hard, because thinking is difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for making us think, Dean.
With-
now it's
with-
Elongated.
Listen, think about it because they have like built-in armor, right?
No, we
like
just said if we
camouflage.
don't
Well, the
want to
isopod
think.
armor works out then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isopodal traits work for that specific niche.
But it's
So-
also just a stand-in for like exoskeletons in general.
That's true.
I am not a biology major.
We need to get an
what-
entomologist here.
What I was trying to boil this down to was like the physiological differences between arachnids and isopods. That's kind of what I was trying to isolate here because I'm imagining that Vittorio's clicking is very specifically in an arachnid sense, which I don't know if that would give ambient threatening aura because arachnids eat isopods.
It probably would. Roll,
I think
So
it
I-
wa-
roll
I
charisma.
She
feel
is
like-
not. She is
I-
not trying to be threatening. Let it be known. She is just doing it to comfort herself, due to like many things, and she's doing it just like it's kind of like stimming in response to.
Yeah,
So here's the thing.
I do
like,
that at work
I'm-
too. I get it.
Yeah, James does a thing where he like pops his mouth a couple times, and then I start popping in response. So I think that she's just ambiently stimming.
That's me with my
Um,
dog. He'll make a noise and I make the noise back at him.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Huh.
All right, nice, good job on that charisma.
I
So
cast reverse enhanceability on Victoria.
no,
I can't fuck you.
we hate each other. Right. So
super
as you're
guards.
sort of making these arachnid clickings back, the three queen sort of like tilts its head at you, and they're definitely surprised to see that someone else in this party speaks a more bug adjacent language. But they also how do I describe this? Imagine going to Philippines, walking around in Manila, and instead of someone approaching you speaking Tagalog, they speak to you in Bisaya instead. It's like that.
Yeah.
You've spoken a different dialect. The Three Creen recognizes that, and they the hostile clicking from this one Three Creen in particular, it sort of becomes a little bit more like a little bit more like a friendly chitter, but it well, it's less hostile, more confused and curious. And to add on, speaking of confusion and curiosity, Vittorio, as you're sort of like vaguely communicating with this Three Creen, just there is an open channel of telepathy. All of you feel this. People just like are looking at you with a general sense of confusion and curiosity. No one here is used to seeing surface people at all. There is at least one or two Three Creen looking at all of you, wondering if your bones would make for nice tools.
They would.
Come and find out.
Do you say this out loud?
No, but
Okay.
it's like it's the vibe, you know. I'm not giving good vibes in this Applebee's.
You are actively ruining the vibe.
I think if Jin is genuinely putting out these vibes, Tex is just gonna psychically communicate to her, this is not neutral ground.
This is not your home, Jin.
Yeah, I look at Tex and I
And
frown a
I
little
don't
bit,
think he
but
means it like not aggressively, but it's supposed to sort of like imply like trying to like do like a big dog step up thing isn't gonna work when you're not in like a neutral area.
yeah.
Meanwhile,
yeah,
Vittorio,
I think-
through sheer spider vibes.
I think
Quentin's
I'm definitely like for a while until Tex like actually like says something to me. I'm like actively instigating with my vibes here. But after he like says that, I kind of tone it down and like try to be like just like assertive instead of like actively aggressive.
All right.
So like I'm here. Don't don't start shit. But like I'm not like actively like kind of like picking fights with my mental energy.
And neither is
Brainwave.
the rest of the Three Creen around you. They are all just generally curious and confused, maybe a little hostile, but that is mostly it. Vartric and Zerli eventually lead you to somewhere near the bottom of the hive. It's this little I should really look up like more words, but it's this little like hole in the wall, and it's still relatively dark in the hive, I should mention. You can see all like the scrap and everything, but along the scrap too is just like the dim light from the fungus. Here in this small little wall room here, it is also lit, vaguely lit with the fungus. Not necessarily out of like these are lanterns that they've made. This is just like it just happened to be there. They don't need light. And you see another Three Creen. She is much taller than most of the Three Creen that you've seen here, maybe by about an entire foot. I need to send a name to Tony real quick.
Ooh.
What was the
I am.
mystery? Should've just
I'm
been
looking at the-
really quiet.
Okay, to be fair, I don't think you. Oh, yeah, maybe I should have stayed quiet and not tell that to the rest of the party. But I need to make excuses for when you can see the light change, and I'm switching windows. I should also switch it to something that looks more underdark.
We all know everyone's just looking at their own photo on the Discord. It's fine. No one's looking at you.
All good.
I look at other people.
I look at other people. I look at
Sure.
people when I tell them when I talk to them. Well, I look at people. I don't look in their eyes. I hate eye contact. Anyways,
Same.
Mood.
there is a much taller Three Creen here. She towers at least a foot above most of the other ones that you've seen, and she's her back is towards you, and she's just been like tinkering with some stones and some books. Vartric and Jurli, they chitter again and scuttle off before the taller Three Creen puts down her tools and turns to the rest of you. Outsiders in our hive, what brings you here?
Yes, why don't you explain, Vittoria?
I was gonna defer to Tex on this one, but
When she says this, is the vibe like, does she specifically want them to explain? Or would it be fine if I just, explain the situation?
You want to do an insight check?
Ooh, I'm not good at those. Can I do an intelligence-based one? Because we're all freaky bug animals? I don't know.
No.
Just riffing here. Fuck. That's a 9.
Your clan leader has always been a little bit harder to read than your other Three Creen clanmates. She's always been a little bit more eccentric in her ways, in the ways that as compared to the rest of the hive. Um, on whether you, on whether she wants the party to explain, or the rest of the party to explain, or you, Tex, you are not sure. It is simply up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely like speak up. She just like notices the quiet, and Vittoria was kind of been like, once again, her ambient spider-like chittering has less so been like something that she's actively, physically, consciously doing. It has more just been like stimming after experiencing like some mild discomfort. Um, and so I think she's just like muttering to herself and kind of clicking here and there, and eventually she kind of just like notices the silence in the air and very quietly is like, oh, chinga madre. We are here. We're here on behalf of trying to find something in particular, or at least information about it. Sorry, I'm rereading my notes. It's been just a second. I gotta quickly figure out exactly what, like, the phrasing I should use here. And like what exactly the mission is. Probably should have gone over this before we started, but that's on me. I think I wrote everything down, but the exact wording of what we're looking for.
I mean, I think the TLDR is that there might be an artifact out here, and if it's not, hopefully we can get
Yeah.
information on it.
yeah, something that the
that
Dragon
is
Company was
mostly
like
it.
looking for, right?
Okay. Yeah, and then we're trying to find it before the Dragon Company. We're trying to find it for the Jade Leviathans, or information about it.
Yeah, I think that, yeah. I don't know if the whole, like, finding it before the Dragon Company was explicit, or if that was just something we inferred later. But
Yeah.
definitely the artifact information part is, was the key
Yeah,
little bit.
Okay.
more so than the
great.
actual item.
Yes. We're here, on behalf of, the Jade Leviathan, Jin's family company. We're not looking in particular for an artifact, but we're looking for information to give back. And in a broader sense, we're doing this for information on the company of Shayrex. I, at the very least, am not fond of them. And so, in a trade of information, we need the information so we can get more leads from Jin's father.
Give me 1 second. Alright. She nods briefly. Information. A valuable thing. I and the leader of the Rust Devils, Kithrix. I am not familiar with Shayrex, or the Jade Leviathan, or the Dragon Company. Everything. Typhon fell so many years ago, and we have collected everything that we could. Most of everything that we could. And she's looking at Ignacio, who's hearing this, because, again, open channel, and he sort of, like, starts shifting uncomfortably. And she returns her gaze to the rest of you. While I'm not familiar with these companies, I can assume that perhaps the information they seek must do with the Ark.
Yes, I believe that is correct.
It wouldn't be surprising. I mean, something like the Ark would be really valuable to corporations specifically because of the whole commerce thing, right?
Very perceptive. And she steps aside, and you behind her figure now that she's stepped aside, you can see this little makeshift table full of just littered with an assortment of things like like some jars of phase spider webs, the stones that sort of have like the same magical engravings as the Ark above ground, and some books. The Ark is incredibly valuable, even in its ruined state. The IMC is gone, and in their place, there is us. Tex, we sent you to find items of use, information of value. And when you left, I began to ponder, perhaps there is more we can do than just wait around and gather what little scrap we could find. I am looking to rebuild the Ark for the Hive. This will surely lead to prosperity for everyone here.
Have the proper calculations been done to make sure the same mistake does not happen again?
I am working on it.
Understood.
Tex, the materials the IMC used seem to be inefficient in a way. It is lacking something. Something of more focus. We need something to help focus the energy so we can concentrate on where we want to move in the continent.
Can I do a check to see if the sap would help focus here?
Go ahead.
I swear.
I
That
mean, it's not a
is
weapon, technically.
Yeah, it would be a better
19.
use.
19. With a 19, you have no doubt that perhaps infusing some of that nectar would strengthen the portal's reach, maybe beyond just the continent of Frontier. You guys haven't had the chance to see this yet, but there are absolutely other continents around the world that you can go explore in much, much future sessions. But as far as you're aware, like that one crucial ingredient needed for just that extra focus and control does not come from Evoker's Nectar. But once again, should you provide the Evoker's Nectar, that would expand the, I'm going to say it right here, the fast travel network that Kithrix is trying to build.
I think as text
Do you spill
makes
this?
I think Tex makes these connections, Vittorio hears in just her head. In the past, you said that if I could find a use for the nectar that was not weaponry, you would hand it over to me. I think you should give it to me now.
She like very much freezes up and like kind of like slowly turns her head over and does a little more of that absent like spider clicking kind of
I made a
staring.
roll for something. I should have declared this out loud. I'm having Kithrix make an insight check. She absolutely sees this, Vittorio.
Yeah. And you just like see the kind of like clicking and such from Vittorio
Unless
as
you
she
intend not to follow through with your previous promises.
The little one here has something.
she
Can I also make an insight check? I was going to say
Yes.
earlier, but
Go ahead.
No! Stop looking at me, stop perceiving me. So
it's
it's
okay. I
been
only got like a 7.
Okay.
it's been established
Jin,
that
you
I
can't see anything.
I can't really message back and such in the head of text. I think that's been established many times at this point. And so she just like tilts her head at him a little bit, and his like noticing slowly as everyone's eyes are like.
Well, I don't think Tex is trying to hide anything. He's very clearly just holding his hand out in front of Vittorio, and
Does she have
Vittorio's-
some on her?
Vittorio has
I
the
do.
vial of nectar.
Yeah,
yeah.
I have the vial.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, I'm just saying this is the exact scenario Vittorio said she would, do the thing in.
Yeah, no, basically, she is just looking at like everyone kind of slowly perceiving her at the situation and is indeed just going to look at Tex and is just going to not before I know exactly that it's going to be safe. Last time, from what we've heard about these networks, last time they were opened, that
It will
Blight
not happen again because we
across-
are better. We know the math better. We know the magic better.
Math.
And we know what is needed. Hey, math exists in D&D. Even like even
Math
in
exists.
math is a thing that like very readily exists. Wizards do math. Like it's weird to think wizards do math. That's the thing they do. They're not just like magicking
Wizards
their way
do.
around it. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't want to sound like a 4-year-old, but I'm gonna sound like a 4-year-old. Haha, wizard doo-doo.
Still. Yeah, and I think she just like slowly is going to reach into her pouch and pull it out and start like fiddling with it in her hand. Is not going to immediately hand it to Tex, and is going to sigh and is just going to go. I need everyone involved in this to be certain. 100% certain.
I've
that
already
nothing-
given you my certainty. Any hesitation on your part would be breaking a promise.
Mm, mm.
The juicy.
She holds back the bite of I'm not sure if I can trust your plans anymore after what happened in the cave. And you just yeah, no, she is like she's like gritting her teeth, quietly kind of like mutters to herself. I'm just gonna say, probably just for like future reference, I don't know if there is exactly a language or so in in this Apex and Aberrations that is considered Spanish, because Octave,
Octane
yeah,
here's what I'll do.
Octane
The
speaks
different
it.
languages that exist here in the real world simply exist as dialects of common.
Okay, yeah, because she is just going to go like, esto es muy frustrante. I don't think I pronounced that right, but basically, this is so frustrating.
Vittorio speaks
and
Spanish. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, she does. She is Spanish. That is how
I heard it
pretty
earlier.
much- Yeah,
Yeah.
she's spoken it before. Esto es muy frustrante. Or however the hell it's pronounced. And she is just going to hand him the vial and is going to
Oh.
sigh.
Yeah, we better later.
Immediately hand it to Kithrix and then psychically communicate all the information about the vial. And also the fact that Shayrex seemingly has more of it.
Shay Rex has more of it. This is a private channel now. You cannot hear this, Vittorio.
Hmm.
If
The
Shay
group I
Rex...
am with currently has aggression against Rex, and they're planning to attack it soon. During such an attack, would be much to loot, including this nectar.
Very well. Once the attack happens, it will be your job to collect this nectar and bring it to us.
Yes. Understood.
Open channel again.
Can I roll insight to see, like, did I notice them talking to, like, specifically one another in the brain space? Any
I feel
expression
like- I feel
changes?
It's pretty
I
easy to
don't-
tell when they blankly stare at each other
Yeah,
in silence.
yeah.
There's not gonna be any expressions. It's very clear they're talking, but I don't think there's like any sort of. I wouldn't imagine there's much insight you can gain just because blank psychic communication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Open channel again. Was this the information you desired?
Regarding, and I'm assuming that means regarding, like, the,
The whole deal with Howran, yes.
yeah. Mhm. Was that all that we needed?
Information that
If
the...
we could get, I mean, the more detailed, the better, I would assume.
Yeah.
Something actionable.
Something actionable. Okay.
I think Tex turns to Jen
Mm-hmm.
and says, "We have the information, do we not? Your father was interested in the gate, and my clan has claimed the gate and are going to fix it on their own."
Hmm. That's that's probably enough. But
To
well,
be clear,
I don't know how
the
these
Ark
two feel.
is for the Hive and the Hive alone.
Yeah, I respect that. I don't know if he will, but that's his problem.
Well, we did our job, yeah.
And then she
Sure.
turns again to Ignacio. If I may inquire about how you found that armor piece. And he freezes for a moment. And he goes, yeah, I can talk about that. And she says, no need. And she sort of just sweeps his mind. And it is very forceful. You can see it sort of like hit him. Like he takes a step back. Lynn sort of like, hey.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron brain blasted.
Yeah.
Brain blast is what happens to Jimmy Neutron, not what he does to other people.
He could do it to other people if he wanted to.
He
just
should.
chooses
He
not
should have.
to.
He should have been like a superpowered kid in the show, and he goes, "I'm gonna brain blast you," and he brain blasts all over the place.
You ever seen
you-
scanners and the people's like heads explode?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If there's like a physical kind of reaction in any way to this, you actively see Vittoria, who is on edge, readying the action for primal savagery, which basically just like causes your teeth and fingernails to sharpen and such with corrosive acid. So you just see like,
Oh my god.
Ooh. Other members of the Hive, they seem to take notice of this change in vibe with Vittorio, and they are focusing their attention on you.
yeah, I'm just once again, there's so much like looks at her right now, and like the sap being given away, she's so on edge, and now seeing Ignacio kind of like also having some kind of a physical reaction or something to getting brain blasted. She's scared. She's scared this is gonna become like some fight, and she's scared she's given it away wrongly. But she didn't want to go against a promise, so it's just like conflict in her face.
Kithrix, she eventually like raises her head, and she goes, "That armor you possess may help in the reconstruction of the Ark. Should we melt it down, we may be able to find a way to further enhance its performance. And Ignacio sort of frowns and he goes, "No, I really can't give this to you right now. I really need this."
If they were gonna come after you for your armor, they would have by now.
They. No, no, I still need this, I swear you. This is the only
Are you
thing.
sure you know how to use it? Because why did
Yes.
you not use it to escape the trap?
It did it for me at the time. I didn't know how to use it then. I'm better with it now. I
I
need
meant
to be able
moments
to.
ago when you were in the snare. You didn't use it to escape the trap. You hung there, defenseless, despite the fact that your means of escape were right on you.
I would imagine that, like,
It seemed
stare.
a misuse.
I would imagine that the stare kind of specifically might have disabled the armor for a bit.
I mean, would snare stop a misty step from going through? That's just like my thought process.
I don't think snare would have stopped it.
Yeah, snare's a first level spell,
Oh,
and
okay.
this is at least the equivalent of a second level spell.
All right, but just I look. I don't even like using it. I'm not planning on keeping it once I get what I want. I can give it to them after I find whoever killed my parents, but I can't give it right now. This is
Can I psychically communicate to Kithrick and say, do you know who the assassins were? He may be more amenable to giving up the armor if we can identify them for him.
She tells you we did not witness any sort of murder on the surface world.
The armor's not going to help you find and get vengeance on these killers in any way, shape, or form. Only getting better is going to do that. Only getting better at actually fighting or finding these people is going to do that.
What I'm trying to.
Can I follow up? When Kithrick said we didn't, does she mean like no one from the clan witnessed it?
No,
Or
absolutely no
it
one.
did not happen?
Absolutely no one from the clan saw it happen. It did happen, but
Okay.
nobody saw.
Yeah, Quentin's actually kind of understandable of this. It's like, yeah, why don't we just let him get the armor?
This is the only lead I have. I'm trying to find clues right now. I came back here to see if there was anything else I could find. This is
Yeah, exactly.
all
Just
I
looking for-
have.
If this is one attachment to their quest of vengeance, I understand completely.
Clan feels that you've inadequately used the armor, and I would have to agree. Unless you can make a claim as to why you were fit to keep wearing it, I can see why they would think you're not fit to wear it.
I don't even.
And it should be utilized elsewhere.
I just don't think that you have a very good reason to hold on to it. It feels like you're clinging on to it when there are other things that you could be focusing
Lynn
on.
speaks up like, we're really trying here, but after the false lead with the Apex Guild, we don't have that many answers. I might not understand the whole revenge thing entirely, but this is what he wants. He needs this.
Wearing a red flag isn't going to help him.
And as far as I can tell from your story, the armor was unrelated to the assassins. It was simply found there during the attack, or before the attack.
They wanted it, though. As soon as I picked it up, as soon
Of course
as I
they
put
did.
it on,
A magical item. Who wouldn't want it?
then they still want it. If I keep this on me, if they're still looking for it, then I need to be able to have this.
You were conflating a crime of opportunity.
It's not that.
And intent.
Yeah, wait.
Unless there's something that you yourself don't know about that armor, it's not that good for them to be continually pursuing you over it.
I've identified it, and as far as I can tell, there's no other aspects besides the teleportation factor. If they wanted it, I imagine they already would have taken it.
And if there's nothing else special about it, they would have moved on by now.
In fact, I think you may have better searching in your investigation without the armor, because clearly it is making you irrational. as you were linking things to the armor that simply aren't there.
To be clear, as the DM, I am going to say it is absolutely linked.
Yeah, Vittorio has
I-
taken that in, and you do see the like nails.
I
They're
think-
getting longer. She
I
is
think-
like,
I think
Quentin has
Tex
a
is.
back here.
I think Tex doesn't think they're related. I think his idea is he's thinking very much in his clan is in this was a crime of opportunity. If there was a magical item there and they wanted it, and then someone got in the way, then yeah. But it doesn't matter what the specific item was. I think is his viewpoint that it could have been anything, and the fact that they're clinging to this specific piece is only slowing down their investigation.
Jin, yeah,
Except-
more
yeah.
or less agrees. Might be coming from like a slightly different place, but like same conclusion.
who is holding the sap right now?
So far, I think
It was handed.
Quentin is on Ignacio's side. Ignacio is wearing the armor. So there's
Who
also
has
that.
the sap?
Who has the sap? Kithrix.
Kithrix.
Kithrix? Can I walk over and just take it back out of her hand?
Roll sleight of hand for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm on Ignacio's side.
Can I counter this?
Oh, let's go. Short people.
Go.
I got a nat 20. Try me.
Oh my god, let's go.
God damn.
Literally try me.
You got
Um,
like weighted dice.
People.
Vittorio.
No.
Vittorio, as as there's sort of this argument going on, you sneak sort of by Kithrix and expertly, like, quickly, like, the vial out of her hand and step back. She doesn't seem
Yep.
to notice as she's too intrigued by the sight before her.
It's back in my pocket. I slip it back in, and I'm going to walk back over to the side of Ignacio, and I'm just like going to kind of pat him on the upper like thigh leg area because that's all she can reach, and turn to everyone else, and she is just going to go. They attacked his family because of the chest plate. They killed people because of that chest plate, and you're
That is-
demanding.
That is an irrational conclusion. They attacked him for that magic
He
item,
is-
the chest piece itself.
Alright, wait.
He
I
is
gotta-
saying his revenge is more important than the prosperity of our clan.
Alright.
Even
wait.
if they did attack him because of the chest plate, wearing it isn't going to help him get revenge. It's just going to get him stabbed.
Well, I can get stabbed when he's wearing armor, huh? I can get. But alright, here's a compromise here.
He was
Fair
caught in a snare earlier. A
Mhm.
child's spell.
What
Well,
other information does he have? That was his family.
Exactly. Look, he can return the armor once he gets revenge. Okay? Why not? That's the compromise.
Yeah, I
to
was
go.
going. I'll give it back once I get revenge. I'm not planning on keeping this. I just want to find who killed my family and be done with all of this.
Yeah. Consider this a loan.
I'll give
You
it.
want?
I'll give it to them as soon as I'm done. I swear.
She grits her teeth and just goes, "You want the chest plate? You help Ignacio. We make this a transactional deal. We help each other." She pulls out the sap and just goes, "You want my help? You want my sap?"
This is the first bit of emotion that Kithrix visibly displays. She's surprised that you've gotten it back, and she checks her hand. She checks her theoretical pockets. She is surprised that you were able to grab that from her.
Yeah, so she just holds it up. "You want the sap? You want my help? To help you guys thrive? Then parale."
I think as Vittorio does this, I think all of you feel psychic resonance, which is lie. And then,
Absolutely. There's
and
like a
then- and
bunch
then-
of like hostility now.
And then,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tex casts web on the exit. The only exit to the room.
Bitch.
ooh.
Oh, bring it on.
Interesting.
You know, I think between Quentin and Vittorio here, I actually am kind of a little bit leaning a little bit closer over to their side of things now. Actually, I still don't like Ignacio and how he's going about this, but like, the whole
Blame Apex
deal
Mobile's
transaction
writing. I have
parlay.
to write this in character for him.
Yeah, no,
mentioned-
I
I meant Jin. Jin just doesn't fucking like the guy.
That too.
But I think the whole idea of the compromise thing is like, okay, sure, fuck it, let's go that with that. And now this is happening with the web and shit.
Alright.
I see the web, and I just give Tex a really kind of expression where she just like grits her teeth, and she is
Broken
going to.
promises.
Hey, Tech, we don't want another fire down here, do we?
Quentin, I don't like having players make charisma rolls against each other like that. Tex, you decide if Quentin's sort of threat resonates in any way. Keith, go ahead and make an intimidation against Kithrix.
Okay.
Ah!
Well, in a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor for fire.
Well,
Apex
they
and
don't know that. They
Aberrations,
don't know what a
we hate
metaphor
one
is.
another.
Oh yeah, they're like Drax from Guardians. Yeah, they're like true. Let's see. Where's my intimidation? Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, 16.
16.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tex first. Tex, Quentin has just brought up fire. What do you do with this information?
I think is what was the specific line you said again, Quentin?
Hey, we don't want another fire down here, do we?
We don't want another fire.
I think as you say this, Tex says, "You misunderstand. We make fire better than anyone else, so I would not threaten us with it."
Alright then. 1 sec. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think
she-
I will say to Quentin again, you have seen my skills in combat, and I will say this right now: within my hive, I am of moderate, slightly above average quality. Let that dictate your choices how you will when dealing with my whole hive.
Is this
I
open
just-
channel, private channel?
Yeah,
Private
all of
channel.
this is. Oh,
Okay.
never
Well,
mind.
Quentin directly made the threat, so this goes
Yeah.
to Quentin.
Okay, so Quinn says, "Alright then, you're right. Obviously I won't win, but that doesn't mean you have to win either. All I have to do is make sure we both lose. That's all I have to do."
I'm
Dude, I
taking
was
you
gonna
down, and
put-
I'm taking you down with me.
I was literally about to poison an entire guild and then kill myself
In-
right after, so I'm pretty sure.
Incendiary grenade and pipe bomb combo hits again.
God damn it! 2 days in a row. This was supposed to be the palate cleanser.
Sorry, guys.
But all I'm asking is this. What the hell? Wait, what's.
Oh.
Wait.
The
What's up?
armor could possibly have been negotiated. The sap is a betrayal of trust.
Wait.
Are you is that
This
open?
is open channel.
Okay,
The
now
armor,
it's
yeah,
okay.
the armor could have been negotiated. The sap is a betrayal of trust.
I
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I like step over to Tex and I'm like,
I specifically told you that I would give you the sap if it can help people.
Yes, and it will.
And yet handing it over. You also demand from Ignacio that is harming Ignacio's chances.
The claim that is harming his chances is undefined, and this item was found within our grounds in the first place. If I took the sap from where you live because I needed it, would you be fine with that?
she grits her teeth and is just going to shake her head no and go, in this instance, Tex, no. No, I wouldn't be.
You help Ignacio? Then you get it.
I'm not trying to breach your trust. I'm trying to establish more. We work together. This isn't just to benefit you.
I think I'm gonna private channel Kithrix and say these hostilities are getting us nowhere, and a fight would not be conducive to a productive work environment. I say we allow Ignacio to return it later on the condition that Vittorio gives us the sap now, and I think that goes directly to Kithrix.
Kithrix pauses for a moment. These surface dwellers have taken from us, and they are denying us the right to lead our clan into prosperity. Why not take it by force? We have the numbers.
Yes, but then who will help me raid Sherex on the surface?
Make a persuasion check.
Can I make it with intelligence because this is all factually based and that's what our clan responds to?
Facts. Printers.
Facts and printers.
I'm just saying. I think I know. I think in this specific scenario, I genuinely feel intelligence-based persuasion.
I genuinely feel
But
intelligent.
to be fair,
Like the whole point of this clan is that they respond to intelligent stuff. Like just
Yeah.
like suaveness isn't something we respond to, so I feel like intelligence would definitely be what's going on here.
all right.
If it
I'll
isn't
allow
clear,
it.
Vittorio empathizes a lot with people who have lost their family, with how much she's helping Renee and Elliot and now Ignacio. If you say that your family's gotten like messed over, that's what happened to her. She will
Okay, can I
defend
make
you.
a roll?
Go ahead and make the roll with intelligence, sure.
Thank God. Okay, fuck, come on. Yeah, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Woo!
All right. You
Okay,
relay
yeah.
you remind Kithrix that that the party is planning to attack Shayrex, and there is silence for a moment. And she turns to the rest of the group, and she goes, "Very well. You will return the armor to us when you are done with your mission. You," looking at Vittorio now, "the vial."
I think before Victoria has a chance to respond, Tex is gonna psychically communicate with her very quickly and say, "I've noticed a trend in you defending those whose families have been shaken by disaster and strife. I now ask that you extend the same courtesy to my clan, who look for this sap to create prosperity after the destruction of Typhon, which rocked us even down here, to allow us to grow more than the Underdark allows us."
But not at the harm of others. Right.
Not at the harm of others. And you can
Not at the
insight
harm
check
of others.
you can insight check that if
Like
you
a
want.
radar did.
Insect check.
Insect check.
I'm gonna do an insect check.
Oh, can I actually? I think I'm gonna say. I cannot promise that it's not the harm of others. In the same way that us attacking Shayrex will harm others, we will strive not to hurt those who do not deserve it. But you, of all people, should know there are some people who will try to stop you, regardless, with their ill intentions.
That's literally what she was waiting for him to say. So yeah, I got a 21 insight, and that is exactly going to appeal to her sensibilities. So
21 insight. You can also tell that Kithrix, she's not intending to hurt people. She's more of like a, I'm going to do what it takes to help my clan prosper kind of thing. Not necessarily a war
no.
path, just a prosper path.
That's basically, she's just looking for flourish instead of killing innocents. It's but she will turn to Tex and will just tersely kind of nod to him, and will just like put it in his hands and just utter like a small apologies for shaking our trust. I know you mean well. I just, some things I have to stand up for. You get it. And she puts it in his hand. There, you got your sap.
You
Puts
got
it
the
in
sap.
Kithrix's.
Kithrix takes.
And I think Victoria does just hear in her mind, the trust has been restored, and that's it.
She'll honestly smile at that and will slowly, also in his other, like once he hands it over and like his hand returns to the normal spot, you feel her hand go up and put a moss ball in it.
Nice.
That was
Yeah.
a noise.
As
The mic picked that one up.
As you enjoy the moss ball, Kithrix takes the vial and places it onto, it's not a beaker, but it's the thing that holds, like, little, like, vials and, like, chemistry things. I don't know what they're called, but you know what I mean. I really don't know what they're called. She places
No.
it there,
An
and she
instrument
goes,
is the general term.
my gratitude, and you will keep your promise, correct? Absolutely, absolutely. Just thank you for this chance. If there is nothing else to discuss, then you may take your leave.
I do have one request of the sap and any research done into it. I know this is likely extending in a way, and I don't expect you to use it for said properties, but if you find any information on restorative properties, and she will just like, because I think we've established that it's like spread a fair bit at this point, the plants, so I think she'll just like show at least some of the plant veins and such, and she'll just like nod her head to the side and just go,
Interesting.
you can still use it for the transportation, but please, if you find anything related to that. And she'll just like, she'll reach into her bag and you know, because she wants to still like adhere to being nice in this particular vibe. What's another thing that's like that could be of use to them? What could be of use?
As Vittorio is doing this, in your mind you hear more samples from Shea Rex.
Yes. I was planning to collect from there anyways. I
Very
will
well.
deliver to the hive when I find it.
I hand out 50 feet of hempen rope for them to have, and I'll just be like, yeah, I give them my rope, and I'm just like, if you find anything, just let me know. And I slide over the rope.
Very well. And she puts it on her desk next to the jar of phase spider silk.
Oh wait, we don't have that, right?
No.
Oh shit! Yeah, I meant to say like at the start of the scene when you pointed it
Yeah.
out, I was like, we should
I
trade for
straight
that.
up did not hear that. This is the
But
first
we
time.
could
I heard
also
My bad,
fight
it was
phase
there.
spiders.
That. Yeah.
You could ask about it.
I think Tex is gonna reach out and say, "We are in need of phase spider silk. Is there anything you would like to trade?" I would also, if not, then I would appreciate the location of said phase spiders.
I am working with this phase spider silk currently. But if you wish to locate more phase spiders... Where did I put this note? Hang on. Deeper.
They're just like rummaging through their stuff.
she just turns around, starts like throwing a bunch of papers. No.
I should have offered them a moss ball
No.
and not my 50 feet of hempen rope.
Anyways, deeper underground outside the hive, there are phase spider nests that we have been observing and collecting from. Do not kill them as they are important for our research.
Understood.
Right. And she just turns off and she's back at her table. All of you are free to go ahead and do as you please. Ignacio and Lynn, they walk up to you, Vittorio, and they go, "Hey, thanks for sticking up for me like that."
She points at Quentin as well, and
Both
just
of
go. Quentin. Okay,
Right.
good. I was
Oh,
like,
oh.
involve Quentin. All right, yeah. All right, yeah. She'll just nod, and we'll just go. I like your puppy,
He's very cute. But
and we'll just look at Ignacio and go. And I also understand.
both of you lost people, I'm guessing, right? Quentin, I know your situation a bit more
Yeah.
than hers. But I
Very
really
little.
can't thank you enough. I I'm doing my best to find these leads. I'll probably be taking my leave right now so we can get to investigating more, but thank you again. And if I find anything to help both of you, I'll let you know right away.
Thank you.
Thank
As
you.
well.
And he
Yeah.
nods, and they turn to leave the hive. And
Vittorio turns to Quentin and will just like pat him on the shoulder and just go like, short people sticking together again.
Mm-hmm. We're the short king of the group.
Yes.
And she looks at the web and is just going to go, momentarily though I will be shorter, and is going to turn into a
Oh,
Just-
I was about to say I was gonna firebolt it just to get rid of it, but
oh god, I was gonna turn into a spider and crawl through it.
or I mean I was just gonna firebolt it and get rid of it because everyone else needs to get
all right,
through.
Vittorio, as you are on this web, suddenly it lights on fire. No.
Not again.
I think Vittorio does turn into a spider, like on.
It's like she's like mid spider shape, and then all of a sudden the web ignites.
Oh, it's horrible. Like there's like legs and stuff stretching out. Is there any way to like stop mid wild shape? Because I think she's like shifting into it. And then she
Yeah,
sees
if
it,
you
like, go up
remember
and
that
fly.
scene
flavor.
if you remember that scene from the Dungeons and Dragons movie when they're below
Yeah.
the maze and Doric is trying to shift into a bird, the feathers appear, but the wild shape doesn't complete. So it's kind of like that, and you just sort of like stop it as you see the firebolt.
She just does that, and she just like mid transformation sees it just like, and then she turns to Quentin with like 8 horrible beady eyes and her own eyes, like huge Viking seal eye looking things, and is just going to raise up like a half formed spider appendage and is just gonna go. Never mind. Back to normal.
Suck it back up.
There, that's that's the palate cleanser we were looking for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, I want to apologize to Tex about the threat. By the way, about the
All right, go ahead.
It is fine. I was not threatened because if we were to come into combat, I would win.
Oh, you would win. There's really no denying that.
Real.
But yeah, I don't really want to stretch it out. But yeah.
I would vibrate the flesh from your bones. It would be very quick and painless.
Oh yes, I know.
All right, so you guys make your way down to the bottom of the hive, past all the twisting tunnels. There's some lingering hostility just because everyone sort of saw all that happen, but Tex, you're leading them, and
Yeah, I sorted it out.
I wait till every single like spark of flame from the web is gone before I pass through. Like
yeah,
she
that too.
waits a second longer.
And at the bottom of the hive, oh my god, I forgot to make sure the ambience was looping. Oops, that's okay.
I've been looping mine.
I
Yeah.
I
forgot.
was also looping mine.
I forgot.
Same here. Like,
At the bottom of the hive, there is an exit to another tunnel. Descending further, the cave walls eventually begin to grow damp. You've walked a sizable distance from the hive now, and the light from the glowing fungi are gone. Up ahead, you can see numerous orifices covered in blue webs that let off a faint glow. As you approach, you can see that they're translucent. This is the phase spider nest, and I actually prepared a little bit more of a map this time. Just
Ooh,
kidding, it's the
fun.
same map, I just put a stupid border over it to represent the walls.
Let's go.
This is your
Let me
map.
see them.
What is this? The wasp map you didn't get to use because we went fire, pow, pow.
No, this is a new one, I swear. I didn't throw this together in like 10 minutes. Where's my pen?
Oh, I can't wait to turn into a spider and to undulate in front of all these space spiders.
Alright. So the webs are really just there for the... God damn it, where's my... There it is. The webs are kind of just out there.
Swag. We should just collect those.
Can I do a nature check to know like if they have Actually, wait. Can I do a nature? Can I just do some sort of check to like know how was Kithrix collecting these?
How was...
Because considering she was collecting these without them, fucking them up and explicitly keeping them alive, there's got to be a way to do that. So I want to see if I can. figure
yeah,
that
go
out.
ahead and do nature.
19.
19?
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah, 19.
As far as you can tell, um, based off the general surroundings, where you can see maybe some web was scraped off the walls, it was pretty much just scraped off the walls. You guys can just take it.
Can
He
I?
scraped it off the
Okay.
walls very sneakily.
Oh, by the way,
I-
real quick, what's the marching order here?
Can I take front for the phase spiders?
You want to be in front.
I'll take front. Like, I think the second that we enter, like, an area with bug stuff, Vittorio just, like, starts shuffling to the front very quickly.
Okay, I guess Vittoria's gonna bug explain to me now.
I will bug explain to you!
Um,
I'm probably standing next to Tex, is the thing.
Next to Tex, I see.
Can I... Okay, so, here's the thing. I, Dean, the gamer, know a lot about phase spiders. They're one of my favorite creatures in D&D. I do not wish to metagame. However, bug knowledge gamer Vittorio, can I roll something to see how much gamer knowledge Vittorio would have on phase spiders?
Go ahead and make a nature check as well.
Ooh, we love nature.
Jin and Quentin, where are you in this order?
That is a flaccid 20.
I'll get to you in a moment.
Oh, it's limpid.
I'm behind Jin.
You are behind Jin, and Jin, I'm assuming you're next to Tex? You know what? Wait. I just realized. You guys can't see this. Chat can, but you guys can't.
Yeah, I know. I was like thinking, like, are
bad.
is watching Twitch required now?
My bad.
Okay.
It looks like this so far.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
All right. So with a flaccid 20, where is my Twitch chat? With a flaccid 20, Vittorio, a phase... What do I want you to know here? Phase spiders, as far as Vittorio has absolutely heard, they are notorious for their ability to phase in and out of the material plane. Based off of everything that you heard with Kithrix, you absolutely understand why this is so, because essentially the ethereal plane could act as a means of travel.
Yes.
You're also aware that phase spiders, due to their larger size, because of their larger size, they have bigger eyes. Bigger eyes means they can recognize each other better. Bigger eyes, recognizing each other, also means that they tend to live in colonies.
Ooh.
Yep.
All right.
That is about what I, Dean, the dungeon master for other D&D campaigns, know as well.
What about their stat block? Tell us their stat block.
Armor class 13, hit points 32, speed 30 feet, climb 30 feet, strength +2, dex +2, con +1. I'm just kidding, I should stop.
Anyways.
I do genuinely know the stat block by heart, though.
All right.
But I've heard that there's some differences. Yeah, so I think, so we don't see any, do we? They glow.
Make a
There's none, like...
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
I knew they're hiding in plain sight. The stinkies.
Can I make
that
one
is
at not disadvantage because I have dark vision?
Yes, you have dark
That's a-
vision. Go ahead and
yeah, that's a 13.
Oh.
I think-
Same amount.
Yeah, I think as I'm looking around, Vittorio is just going to go. Unfortunately, with phase spiders, we can't just rely on what we see. They're known to appear and disappear at random into the ethereal plane.
So-
I don't know much about it, but they could just appear out of anywhere. And they recognize people. They recognize people.
Tex, your highest roll was a 13 as well?
Yep.
Both of you do not see anything. That being said, Vittorio...
Wait, what was the highest roll?
13.
Can I also perception checks?
It relies on sight.
Does it? We're in a
They're
cave.
very quiet. They're very
They're-
quiet.
Do you?
Yeah.
Unless Jin has like web sense or something. So
I did perception check too.
go ahead and do that at disadvantage.
Okay. So first, 16. Where's that? Perception.
One of these days we'll be in a cave with something
16.
loud, and then you guys will be fucked, and I will be thriving.
15?
I mean, if it's loud, we could probably see it.
12? No.
Oh, okay,
Quentin,
shit.
you don't see anything either.
I
Alright.
cast Pass
Right.
Without Trace.
He doesn't see anything. Okay.
All of that being said, Vittorio, as you are trying to cast Pass Without Trace, make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage due to the difficult terrain.
Am I in the webs?
There's webs all over this place.
Get me out, girl.
You're an A-web. You're in...
Disadvantage. You said disadvantage, yes.
Yes, disadvantage.
Difficult terrain gives you disadvantage on dex checks?
Yeah,
Webs, yes.
Vittorio, you see as she's like starting to cast a spell, as she's just like starting to form it, and kind of people start to go a little bit hazy as she's trying to do Pass Without Trace and stuff. It's that same kind of like misty sensation that almost looks like moss fumes in the air, kind of blending everyone in just a little bit. And right as she starts to do it, I got a 6.
A 6. Vittorio. Without
Adios.
warning, at your feet, a portal opens. And Vittorio is no longer where she is.
Uh-oh.
If I'm
You guys,
right...
you
Do we
guys just
notice?
see.
Hang on, you guys absolutely see this happening. Just give me 2 seconds to stop sharing my screen, and so I can hide the surprise.
Way out of that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think you're, like describing it, and she's slowly like casting Pass Without Trace, just like, yes, the face spiders can come out of anywhere. You guys gotta watch out.
And none of us can do anything to like catch her, stop her, or anything. Just grab her. I don't know.
It's really
Adios.
instant, and all of you failed your perception checks.
Oh.
Oof, rip.
Well, I was like,
Vittorio is dead.
Well, we'll cut
a
our
good
losses and get this milk.
Alright.
okay.
So much for that romance part.
Share screen again. Sorry for the scuffed share screening, but Vittorio, you are no longer beside beside
Oh my god.
Tex. All around
That's a
you,
lot.
4 phase spiders and 4 phase spider queens seemingly phase into existence. Roll initiative.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, with the past 2 bug encounters, you've been pushing us to do it non-hostily, and then the one time someone's like, "Hey, you should do it non-hostily,"
24.
you
Not 20.
immediately go into initiative.
It's called
okay.
it's called making interesting combat encounters.
To be fair, I have not harmed them yet, and you do not know if I will harm them.
I'm
20
absolutely going to harm them. I only have so many tools at my disposal.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be
no,
fair,
run.
Jin just saw Vittorio just piece out of existence.
Okay, I have to
Well,
roll a
I
bunch
mean-
of initiative. Hang on.
Or wait,
Get
well,
it.
they felt.
They sensed it.
I sensed it.
yeah.
I sense the echo of the room grow just slightly louder.
Okay,
with
I
a
have to
lack
run
of
my
the person
program again.
being
God
there.
damn it.
I can never get good rolls as a player. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm getting significantly worse rolls today than I was yesterday. than I was.
Oh boy, hang on. I will get everyone in a moment. I have to roll like 6 initiatives.
God damn it.
Yo, I just found the best. I just found the best music for this encounter.
I have music posted in the thing too, so there's
Oh, I'll
that.
go grab that.
I trust Vittorio here.
I mean, Vittorio
As
has
far as
wild
music
shapes, so
goes.
it's probably fine, right?
Oh yeah, we live these. We win these.
I don't think I
noticed
made this I don't think I made this horrifically hard, and worst comes to worst, I'll just fudge things.
I noticed the portal there, and it's still open. I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
the
thinking
portals-
portals. I
the
don't know
portals-
about you guys.
The portals will stay open for a minute, I will tell you that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's plenty of time.
Okay.
the queens, by the way, as I'm typing this out, the queens are, instead of like the light blue and white, they are a much darker shade and much more what's it called? They're much more, they're larger for one, and they're a darker shade of blue.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question. I rolled a nat 20 plus my dex. Does Quentin go before me? Because Quentin got a 24. Does the nat 20 supersede that?
I think a
Oh, I
nat.
got a nat 20. No, I got a nat 22. Yeah, then the plus 4.
Okay, who has the higher dex
damn.
then?
I have plus 3.
Plus.
I got plus 4.
You have 18 dex? Holy shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Quentin absolutely goes first. Let me write that down. So, 24.
Why does Quentin have 18 decks?
Yeah,
What
that's
the fuck?
wild to me.
Alright.
Nice.
All right, y'all. I'm good. I'm in a good spot.
I think I'm gonna psychically communicate to Quentin, don't kill the spiders. I know how to get
Quentin,
Vittorio out.
And then,
Okay,
Because
I got
talking's a free action, right?
yeah, talking is a
Yes.
free action.
Well, I'm gonna say I know how to get Vittorio out. Don't kill spiders. Get webs.
Okay, but can I harm them if they come at me?
Okay.
You seem like you'd be really good at running, so I suggest doing that instead of
Initiative
farming
in chat.
Woo!
Amazing.
Let's see. Okay, wow. Alright.
them. Not number 9.
All right. Coming up first,
I want to die.
Quentin,
I
you
can never just go first.
Quentin, you see Vittorio fall through the web portal and get
Okay.
placed between two phase spiders on the other side of the room.
Okay, I look over there. Okay, so basically I dash to the...
Oh. I say I'm gonna, if I see Quentin start moving that way, I'm gonna say I know how to get Vittorio out without you approaching them.
Oh, okay. Alright, and that's the case. Let's see, I mean... Okay, the spiders are active. Are they, like, actively attacking us right now?
Yes.
Like... Okay, cool. Then, yeah, so basically, the ones that are nearest to us, I'll just, like, damage them, but not only intended to kill. Just,
You
like,
are right
the more-
next to one of the phase spider queens, Quentin.
Yeah, that one. Okay, I'm, like...
Can I just say I would recommend Dash just running out of the tunnel? I'm just gonna say that to Quentin. Quentin doesn't have to listen to me. I should make that clear.
Yeah, no, Quentin's just gonna, like...
You should disengage,
like,
is what you
yeah.
hear text say.
I'm gonna engage.
Nice.
You should disengage. I will engage.
I'm like, I misread that. Oh, engage? Okay, I got you. I got you. Alright, Scorching Ray, yeah.
Scorching ray on the spider.
We just learned this lesson.
Please.
Also, we need the webs. Whatever.
It is instinctual.
It is. Quentin, you see this phase spider queen phase right beside you. Go ahead and roll to hit.
This is perhaps the first not
Oh,
sensible
wait.
scorching ray.
14.
Can I just can I silver barbs? No.
No.
Please,
Don't
your
you
silvery bumps
dare.
on that.
Okay.
I don't have silver barbs.
As wait, scorching rays. Is it you rolled 3 times to hit? I forget.
Wait, it's at disadvantage because you're 5 feet away.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, but
And yes, you are
okay.
correct. It is 3 times.
Quentin rolled 3 times, but at disadvantage for all 3.
Okay.
So 6 whole rolls.
Wait, yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I was given explicit orders to keep these things alive, so I'm gonna sabotage you at every possible step.
Okay. Alright, so basically, I have to roll 3 times. Okay. Wait. No.
Yeah, you roll 3
Okay.
times with 2 sets of dice and take the lower roll for each one.
Yeah. Alright, so the first one is gonna be an 8. The next one is actually a 10. And the next one is a 15? Yeah.
The 15 does actually hit. Go ahead and roll that one thing for damage. The other 2, they shoot out into the air, just barely missing the webs that are on the wall and hitting the stone instead.
Okay. The thing is only gonna take... Alright, cool. 7 damage.
7 damage on phase spider queen 1, right?
Yeah.
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's really all I can do.
All right, so that ends your turn. We're up next in the initiative order, which I believe is Tex.
Cool. The blue portal is where you have to. The little blue dot is where you have to go through to get to Vittorio, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna drop
this-
down that, so that's 5
Are we in the
feet.
same plane, by the way? Can I hear and see everything happening?
Yes, you are in the same plane. For now.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
so,
I see the fire and I shout no. But yeah,
so
go.
left,
Boop.
and then move. That's okay. This is very specific because I'm gonna go at a right. I'm gonna go up but right from the portal, so I don't get an opportunity attack from Phase Spider 2.
Wait, where?
And then, okay, so I go take me left,
Into
and then
the
I want to
portal
go
and then you're...
diagonal right up to Vittorio, and I should be able to do that without taking opportunity attacks. Put me in the square right under her, and then I'm gonna touch her, and then I'm gonna vortex warp her.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna hit me with the vortex warp.
Alright, Vortex Warp. Where do you send her?
Just 90 feet down the tunnel.
What?
Actually, no, I'll put her next to Quentin, but before I send her, I'm saying, please collect Silk and run. I really don't want to make Ithrix mad.
I look up and I just like give him a nod, and I just like, that's right after I screeched like no at Quentin. I look up at Tex and I'm just like, yeah, that's the plan.
Cool.
I
And
should have
then
made this bigger, Lamau.
Let's see, how much, let me just do the math. How much movement did I use? Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25
You
to get
spend,
there.
and remember, it's difficult terrain, so you actually spend 6 feet of movement.
It's difficult terrain? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Okay, so I think I've used all my movement to get here.
Oh, well, okay, so it's 6 to go here. There is no movement penalty for falling through a portal.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just stuck there. That's the end of my turn for now.
Alright, that's the end of the turn. Phase Spider Queen 2 is up next. Phase Spider Queen 2 is, where's that stat block? She is going to see you right there, Tex, and she is going to make a bite attack.
What? But I thought Vittorio was next.
Yeah.
Oh, Vittorio is... Oh, my bad. Did I misread?
You
I might be
did, 'cause
dyslexic.
Oh
yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah,
don't worry
Vittorio's
about it.
next. Absolutely. Sorry
I mean,
about
I'm
that.
fine trying to get.
Hey, no worries.
Trying to bite me, but you know, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm, you know, I want to win without any
like
death.
right as I'm like teleported out, she is gonna say to Tex, like right before she's teleported away, she's like, "You get out safe too." And as she's vortex warped, she is immediately going to like place her hands onto the ground, cast Conjure Animals, and is going to summon 4 giant wolf spiders.
I have
Which
to
Conjure
go.
Animals.
Give
That's
me
the opposite of what I wanted. What?
now
No,
there's
they're
more
gonna help.
spiders.
They're gonna help. They're gonna help.
Okay, giant. Well, I'm gonna regret this.
Giant wolf spiders. Tank for us, please.
Oh my god, what the hell?
I'm gonna.
No.
Oh God, fuck.
Yeah.
Think about.
Oh.
Just have them tank and do shove
Oh.
action.
Oh,
There you go.
It's okay.
Jesus Christ! This is
It's
awful.
okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna use the
Don't worry
giant
about it.
spider one because it's. Ew.
Oh, why did you look up? Why did you look up?
Because I have to
wolf
put the
spider?
tokens down.
No.
Oh, it's cool.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, I am going to summon a bunch of giant wolf spiders.
Where do
There are
you
4 of
summon them? Where do I put the? You know what? They can
pretty
be
much-
on the wall.
Yeah,
they're-
I
spider climb.
summon them on the wall, and I am basically I can give them a verbal command, and I give them a verbal. They are friendly. They roll initiative.
Okay, I made a house rule. Any ads get put at the end of initiative.
They
Because-
roll in that one anyway, so yeah, that's a good idea. But
It's
Vittorio
4 of
is
them,
just
right?
going to. Yep, 4 of them. My homies. And I basically just start chittering in that like spider language to them. That basically says, "Get the webs."
Oh,
So
they're
yeah, I
they're
chitter
getting
that to them.
webs. I see.
Get the webs, gather the webs, and then I am going to bonus action, wild shape. Bonus action, wild shape into. I am also going to become a giant spider.
A giant spider. Okay.
I am.
Yeah, Vittorio is now Spider Vittorio now.
Oh yeah.
Are you just like a better moon druid? Because you can still bonus action wild shape, but then also you get the swarm stuff.
Yeah. I am.
Essentially, yes. This was one of the
Damn.
funniest stat blocks I've ever seen. And that ends.
Actually,
does that end your turn?
Sorry. I'm gonna be a swarm of spiders. I take it back.
Okay, you're going to be a swarm
and-
of spiders.
Yeah. So Vittorio gives the verbal command and then just like into spiders.
It's Spider Vittorio.
So Quentin, you see like a bunch of giant spiders rise up like all around you, and then immediately Vittorio just like melts into like a bunch of wolf spiders.
Oh my god.
It's a
Everyone's
very
so
spidery day today. This is awful for me. I have arachnophobia.
I'm so sorry. All right, and
Totally.
that's the Vittorians, baby.
I feel like I should point out this is self-inflicted harm.
It is because I hate myself. So there we go.
And I think I am also no, I don't think I'm gonna move. I think I'm in a good spot. So just ants
Off
or
squat.
spiders everywhere.
All right, Vittorio, because you are a spider form now, you no longer suffered the difficult terrain penalty from all the webs.
I got Web Walker.
Heck yeah. All right, that being said, it's Phase Spider Queen 2 now, baby. Phase Spider Queen 2 is going to lunge and try to bite at you, Tex.
Cool.
That is a 2 to hit, plus 4 pain. Okay, never mind then. So she lunges at you, but you sort of step out of the way, and as she does, as she lands, I should have put all of these on a separate layer. Oh god, I've screwed myself over. As she lands, she's going to disappear.
Bye.
So that is the end of her turn. We are up next with another spider. All right. This this phase spider is going to see the giant wolf spider and try to grapple it. What are the grapple rules again? Why did I not have these pulled out?
Contested
Yeah,
athletics.
yeah.
Contested athletics. I don't think the stat blocks have anything specific for athletics, so here we go.
They would. So it's just like strength. Yeah.
Strength.
All right. Well, I got a 3.
I rolled, well, I rolled a 6 plus the strength on the thing, so that's an 8. So
Wolf
there's
spider
definitely
down.
a struggle as like these two things are like massive creatures struggling against each other now, and this phase spider is going to try and pull the wolf spider into the ethereal plane.
No,
Oh.
not my boy.
Your boy. Next
boy!
up is Spider 1, actually. Spider 1. Spider 1 is gonna see you, Vittorio, and wave at you. No. It's gonna walk up to you and try to bite you. Because that is unfortunately the only goddamn action on this stat block. Okay, that is a 16 plus a 4 to hit. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay. On a hit, okay, so that's 2d10s. 1 second. So
I love
that's-
having resistance
boy.
to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing as a swarm.
Yeah, you have
Fun.
resistance to this, so you take, that's 4 plus 9, which is 13 plus 2, 15 damage, but with the resistance, that's half of it, right? And then
Yep. So 7.5. So do you round down or up?
for damage, we'll round down, so you take 7 damage.
Take 7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Some of the
you
spiders hit.
But you also need to take a DC 11 Constitution save.
And I succeed with an 18.
All right, so no poison damage this turn. All right, and this is going to end the Phase Spider's turn. Up next is Phase Spider 4. Why did I put so many of these here? Phase Spider 4 Tex is also going to try and bite you.
Try me.
Okay. Man, I cannot hit these. Yeah, so I rolled a 2. That's a 6 to hit. That doesn't hit.
Oh.
No.
So
Oh.
it tries to bite you, but
What do you mean no?
the natural armor is. Wait, yeah.
I
What
heard
do
that.
you mean, no,
I
Vittorio?
heard that, Dean.
Nuh-uh.
So yeah, it tries to bite you, but the natural armor is where it tries to bite you is a little bit too thick. That is going to end its turn. Queen 1 is up next. Queen 1 is right next to you, Quentin. She is going to make that biting attack.
Okay.
That is a 17 plus 5 to hit.
Woo!
Uh,
Quentin's getting destroyed
Quentin,
by spiders.
Quentin, what's your armor class?
Oh, my armor class is at 17.
Is it 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
It
think
does hit.
that hits. So that's 2d10
Wow,
plus 3 piercing.
Disengaging probably sounds pretty great right now, right?
Quentin, you take 16 damage and make a make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution saving throw, you say, right?
Yes.
Alright, so here's what I got. I got a nat 1. So,
Oh
you
no!
take 4d8 poison damage. Let me roll that.
Technically it's a 6 if I put the 5 in.
Okay, so 3,
Killing that one.
11, 16, 17. 17 points of poison damage.
Okay,
I mean, how much health are you on right now?
don't worry about it. How much is it? 16? Okay.
17.
Actually, not that. 17, yes. 17. 7.
So 16 damage from the initial attack and then 17 from failing to save.
He's our fucking squishy.
Sorry, he's the glass cannon.
Yeah, I am the glass.
Alright, that is going to end her turn. Up next is... Where did I put the initiative? Up next
In
is Jin.
initiative?
There is no initiative channel.
Oh, I just put it on the roll channel.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yes, it's you, Jin.
Mhm.
It's you. It's your
Okay.
time to shine.
I'm,
Beat the shit
no,
out of
I'm-
her, Jin.
Hey, we have an objective here, okay? Let me just shoot like a quick message to text, like, okay, am I on gathering webs right now?
Yeah, I think Tex did say just to everyone in general when the stuff started, please don't kill them. Gather webs. Try not to die.
You can absolutely hurt them, though. If you reduce them to 0 hit points, I won't make it so that they died. Don't worry.
Yeah, but that's for bitches. I'm
Hilarious.
Going to, I
I'm
think
just
I
saying,
am
attack
still.
bites into your action economy.
I do still like, kind of like throw that message to Tex anyways, just to be absolutely dead sure, because Jin has that undiagnosed ADHD. But also I'm gonna go. Where can I gather webs? Just like anywhere.
Yeah, you can just grab them
You're
anywhere.
standing in
You're
them right now,
standing
aren't you?
right
To the-
next to it.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm making sure, like.
The wolf spiders are also gathering webs, except for this one who's just been tragically bitten and is currently being pulled into the ethereal plane as a snack.
Okay, so let me. Can I gather webs by Minecraft style by attacking them with a sword?
I mean, object interaction skill check. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
You actually need
I'm-
shears to harvest webs, or else you're just gonna get string.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. Okay, so I'll assume that gathering webs is like my action then.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can
I
do
would
that.
argue for an object interaction. That's
I'm
all
not.
I'm
I'm
saying.
not going to question why you're just gathering the webs, but sure. Yeah, you can gather the webs as an action.
Because that's
the
what we're here
goal.
for.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Minecraft
We're
You
gonna
could-
gather the webs and then we're
You
going
could
to
attempt to
evacuate.
scare off the phase spiders before you gathered the webs, but okay.
Fuck that noise. I'm gonna spend
our
action
friend.
surge and gather as many webs as I possibly can.
Jin, you roll around in these webs and you turn yourself into a cocoon.
Fuck yeah. I am gathering the shit out of these webs. I'm gonna gather a surplus.
You've gathered enough webs to probably make another, another Jin.
Let's go!
I'm gonna turn around and look around. Or wait, is that enough webs? Is that like a jar quantity?
That feels like enough,
Enough
right?
for another gin.
Another
That feels like
Vittorio at
enough.
least. Was that racist?
Yes.
Let's not go overboard. That was heightest.
True.
Yeah, I discriminate against manlets and short kings and any one of the variety. But is 2 actions of web gathering enough here?
Yeah?
Okay, swag. I turn around and I'm like, okay, I have the webs. We should leave.
Yes.
Does
You
that,
hear the uproarious chatter of a bunch of spiders just going like.
that ends your turn, right, Jin?
Well, can I start moving away from or get out of the cave?
It's a pretty...
Reminder,
It's a...
Jin can move through my spot without any
You can move
penalties.
through al- you
Yeah, I
can move
think
through
so.
yeah, you can move through allies squares.
Yeah, so
That's
you,
just how
you
that
can
works.
move there. We'll just say that you're moving there just because if I overlay any of these, I'm going to be punished with having to separate them.
Cool. Yeah, I'll move through Vittorio's space, like kind of like give her like a pat on the shoulder as like a
I am
signal. Like,
ants.
Yeah,
I am
so-
oh,
spiders.
you're,
We're
yeah,
going-
yeah. Okay, Quentin, I will pat on the shoulder. I'm fairly confident he's not ants.
Alright.
What?
Um,
I'm in battle right now. I'm in battle.
We're not. This isn't a battle. We should leave.
We're going for the triple S clear where we don't even hurt them at all.
you
It's
guys can
perfect
still
run.
also
Yes.
do the...
Speed run.
No, one of them has
Okay,
already been
yeah,
hurt. I'm
Badge.
sorry.
That's fine. Whatever. Quit. It's fine. We'll go for just the SS run then.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's
All
get
right.
out of here.
With that, it is Phase Spider 3's turn. Phase Spider 3 is just going to try and bite
Come at me.
Tex again. That is... I keep rolling 2s on these. Okay. Yeah, it tries to bite you. Again, to no avail. We are back at the top of the order with Quentin.
Okay,
You
so
should probably disengage, Quentin.
Yeah. Okay. So, I guess I could just disengage at this point, to be honest.
Disengage means no opportunity attack, but that does use your
Yeah.
whole action, right?
Yeah.
And also, I don't know. Maybe Quentin has other movement spell stuff. I don't know.
Actually, wait. Actually, let me look at this for a sec.
Are you still concentrating on levitate? I don't know how long it lasts.
Well, I think the concentration got
Yeah.
dispelled as soon as he got on the ground. That's what I
Yeah.
imagine.
That was long ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
What's the duration on it? Because if it's like an hour, I can maybe see it still.
I think levitate is an hour.
Yeah, but that all depends on if Quentin
10 minutes.
like dispel.
Oh,
10 minutes? Probably not then.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Quentin, does that end your turn?
Yeah, just disengage. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and I think
yeah, so you just disengage. Maybe you know what, Jin? I'm gonna move you like this way. Wrong layer. This is the problem with me using this as an art software.
I get that.
I'm just gonna say that you're over there. Tex, it is your turn.
cool. I don't give a shit about opportunity attacks. I'm just gonna full action dash out of here.
Full action dash out of here. All right, yeah. So I think you take those opportunity attacks, right?
Try me. I don't care. Yeah. 3 and 4 will get him on me.
Is
yeah.
that gonna be a bite action? I think it is, right?
Hmm. I assume so.
That
That's
is
all
a
they can do.
14 plus 4 to hit.
Shield.
Shield?
You don't hit shit.
Shield is
23
very...
HP.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't... your shield comes up as they try to attack you, but nothing. And where do you dash?
The fuck out of there. I'm gonna go to the portal.
Boop.
Now
Everyone
you're
is
thinking
here.
with portals.
That's what I was saying. Now we're thinking about
Yeah.
Oh
portals.
boy.
And,
We
I don't
are-
know, I can't. I was gonna say I was gonna ask if I could pick up Victoria, but now I remember Victoria's a pile.
Yeah.
So I
I
think
am
I'm
a
just
heap.
gonna say,
Technically,
please
like,
follow us, Vittorio, as we run down the tunnel.
Vittorio,
All of the ants, yeah.
it is your turn now.
So everyone's down the tunnel now, right?
You're sort of like at the entrance here. There's two like phase spiders sort of in the way, sort of not in the way, you know what I mean. I
If
also
Quentin's
did not make this canvas big
distant-
enough to...
But
If
everyone's-
Quentin is disengaged, can he just like run past them?
Yeah, Quentin can
Yeah.
Quentin can
Jin
absolutely run
disengaged.
past them.
Jin went through already, and then I think I have enough movement to get pretty far too, because that's 60 feet of movement.
Difficult terrain penalties, though.
Yeah, but that's only 6 feet of extra movement. That's not that. That's gonna like subtract like 1 or 2 squares off. Let me do the math. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to the portal theoretically, 26 to get where the Jin token is right now. Sorry, 26 plus 6, that's 32.
I should have
Plus
made this
six.
bigger. It's okay.
I get like 4, I can move like a good 4 or 5 squares past where Vittorio is right now.
Alright, so, we're gonna put you over here in the corner because I don't feel like expanding the canvas. And we're gonna say
Alright.
that's where you go. Vittorio, do you also go that way?
I know what Tech said, but I also have like a way to fully make sure that we're not followed. So what I am going to do is I'm gonna drop concentration on big ol' spiders.
Okay, so they're gone, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
You guys were great.
Fine, we have a Jin cocoon.
You guys did amazing. I love you. And so they just like disappear, and I'm also going to bonus action back from wild shape into regular Vittorio, and Vittorio is just going to like give a thumbs up to Tex, who is running down the hall. Like she pretty much wild shapes right as he runs past them. Vittorio gives a thumbs up, and then is just going to just gesture to everyone else, and is just gonna go, I have a plan so that they don't follow us, so get out of here. And I'm going to ready an action that once everyone is like past all the space fighters, I'm going to cast Wind Wall.
Wind
think-
wall. Okay.
Isn't everyone already passed? Because Jin
Is
started
everyone
running
passed?
after. Jin started collecting and then ran. Vittoria and then Quentin disengaged. And then Tex also had enough movement to get past, even with difficult terrain because of the full dash action. So isn't that everyone besides Vittoria?
I think that is everyone.
Jin, are you out of the tunnel now?
I mean, I would have spent all my movement getting out of the tunnel because I didn't move before I did the 2 actions of web collecting, and so I spent all 30 feet of my movement in getting out.
Alright, so yeah, you are also out. Well, god damn it, wrong layer again.
Yeah, and Quentin disengaged fully too.
Yeah.
Disengaged with one thing, but I'm not sure if I don't think Quentin moved though. That's the thing.
Why would Quentin disengage and then not move?
Yeah.
Well, that's fair.
That would literally
Because
do
I'm,
nothing.
I'm, like below where the
Yeah.
light,
Yeah.
like I'm like off the canvas, but I'm still like near this spot. You can just say that, yeah.
He's
If
just
the
juking
thing is,
them.
if I move you off the canvas, it deletes your token.
Oh, okay. So
I will
So
just
that's
put
kind-
Quentin next to like Jin then, off the
Yeah.
off the canvas.
okay,
yeah.
I just
Because yeah, disengage, full 30 feet of movement from that spot, even with difficult terrain. That's decently far.
All right.
Great, so I don't even need to ready that action. Yeah, so I am just going to... I'm not going to disengage, so I am going to be taking opportunity attacks from Phase Spider 1. But I'm going to run past the spider, and like the second that I'm about 10 feet away, I'm going to turn around and I am going to cast Wind Wall, and basically just like slam my fist down, and then... And this giant, like, it is 50-foot width, and you can configure that however you want. So I'm configuring it so that it just like goes all the way up on the like 20-foot width of the screen or whatever, and that it curls around and kind of gives us like a buffer from all of the spiders. So it's 15 feet tall, 50 feet wide, and 1 foot thick. And if anyone goes into it, they're taking bludgeoning damage. So basically, don't go in there, spiders. And it just like a giant strong wind that's going to appear as it just... But I am taking that opportunity attack, so...
All right. Let's go ahead and roll to see if that hits. That is a 13 plus 4 to hit. Does that hit?
Oh, that hits.
Okay. That's 2d10 piercing.
It's fine, we live.
13, 15, so that's 15 piercing damage, and again, make that con save.
That is a 19 for con save.
All right, so no poison damage. And that being said,
And then I run out and I cast Wind Wall and just...
yep. So the wind wall. Let me go ahead and fade out the music a little. The wind wall it's this enormous rush of like wind that just trails behind you, filling up the cave. messing up some of the webs a little, and the phased spiders just sort of
live.
like disappear into the ethereal plane to avoid being harmed. Uh, so there's that. You
And
run
then I
in.
assume.
Mm.
Okay, sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that if that's it, I assume we're all just gonna like dash out.
Yeah.
Just book it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We'll just dash.
All right. So you guys book it out of the tunnel, because for all you know, now that you've had a run in with them, you have no idea if there could be more in the tunnel. But at the end of the day, it doesn't entirely matter as nothing really seems to follow you, and you get out of there with more than enough phased spider webs in your possession.
Easy.
Yes.
Easy.
We are so
Easy
good
dub.
at this. Easy dub. Quickest combat ever. We're so good at this.
Literally.
Yeah, I look around and is Quentin injured?
Yes. Quentin is
All right,
definitely injured.
What does this show? It's
How much
obvious.
HP do you have? I'm curious.
Oh, 20.
Nice.
Hi.
Oh man.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we're gonna pop a quick sensible healing spirit. Once we're out of the cave, because I'm gonna have to drop concentration on wind wall, but once I like look back and I don't notice like the glow following us, Vittorio like snaps her left hand that has the wind wall going, and with her other hand is going to snap that finger, and is gonna look at Quentin and realize that he was kind of like, oh, when all the spiders appeared, and what's a bug Quentin would like?
Oh,
Maybe. Let's go. She thinks that he would like a jade beetle. And so-
honestly, yeah.
And she'll make this like bright shining jade beetle and is just like gonna put it in her hand and then just like place it on Quentin's shoulder and just go, here, just let it heal you. And that is gonna do some healing.
Go ahead and roll then.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I rolled that.
Okay.
That's me. Yeah, maximum healing. Okay. That is 6 plus my spell casting. Which is gonna be, oh god, where's my sheet? 6 plus 5. So, a sensible 9 healing. But
Okay.
it's like, it can heal you, it can do bursts of healing 5 times. So I'm just gonna keep rolling that and I'll send the full amount whenever I'm done.
Okay, wait, so how much do I get right now? Again? Sorry.
Right now it's 9.
9? Okay. Okay, pretty good.
Good spell,
Alright,
man.
Yeah, great tell. Thank you. Alright, so, what's next?
What's next? Right. So you run out and you are back in the hive. Some 3 Kreen notice you enter, but do not do anything, essentially. At this point, you can sort of feel that it is later in the evening now. While you can't see the daylight, you can just kind of feel that it is sunset currently.
Nice.
Awesome.
She will turn to Tex and just go, I appreciate you not wanting to harm the spiders.
Yes.
Action search me.
Yeah.
Immediately snark on you.
And she smiles at Tex and just goes, thank you.
You are welcome.
Well, now we have all the silk.
Alright.
Got so much silk.
Woo!
How much do we have? Because we only needed 1 jar, right? And you said we have more than enough.
You definitely have more than enough.
Maybe we should go check with Hithrix and ask what she was using the face spider silk for, because then maybe we could use it, what we have, our extra, for something cool as well.
Can I can I do something wacky? Can I like try to like psychic? Can I try to like telephone this information? Like I asked, oh random. I asked like a 3 crane. Hey, can you ask next closest person to Kithrix what she's using it for, and just have it telephoned to her and then back to us?
It's like a game of telephone when you do.
Oh no.
And when it gets to her, um, the only word that is uttered is mommy. I'm kidding. No. Yeah. So you do that, and there's a chain, and it just sort of like bounces back to you. And the 3 crane that you initiated this chain with gets back to you and explains the phase spider silk has some of it has unique properties. The queens are able to put portals in their webs, whereas the regular phase spiders only produce that glowing silk. They are very similar in appearance, however.
Wait, is it? And did they say anything else, or is that it?
Phase spider silk um, also helps ease transportation into the ethereal plane. So rather than you needing a whole blink spell for it, if you're just wearing something made of the phase spider silk, um, it's an easier transition from the plane.
Okay, immediately I'm gonna communicate to this party, and I want to do. Can I do some sort of intelligence check to try to figure out what's the nice queen silk and what's shitty regular silk on Jin right now? Because I don't want. Cause, like we're gonna be over. We're basically over delivering. Because they only ask. Because they wanted just normal face spider silk.
I'm gonna
but
tell
those
you
are
right
special
now, the
queen
normal
silk.
phase, it's the phase spider queen silk. That is the one that allows for like literally they are just portals. The regular silk, that is the one that allows for the ease of transition.
Yeah, I want. Yeah, someone help me figure out this silk
Yeah,
situation
I wanna.
because
I wanna.
we're gonna keep the queen silk, right?
You
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
Yeah.
the regular silk goes to
We'll
Job.
see
No, no,
how.
no,
And
no,
then we'll
no.
see
The
how
queen
much.
silk makes the portal.
Yeah, but the queen, the job isn't asking for queen silk. They want normal silk, and we
Yeah.
want to keep the queen silk, and then we'll keep whatever's left over of the normal silk.
Okay, okay. Go
We
ahead
gotta
and
optimize. We gotta
make
optimize.
make make a nature check.
Help action.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
giving you
I
a
love having a
muscle
bunch of.
of
20, get fucked.
concentration.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
All right, with a nat
Hell yes.
20,
I rolled a
so if
14 and a
phase
20. Hell
spider
yeah.
silk on its own just helps with transitioning from the material plane to the ethereal plane, phase spider queen silk along with its portal creating properties, that's the word I'm looking for. Um, it also, I did not have anything planned for this, Lamau. The portals
I'll.
only last for a minute, but perhaps if you refine it in some way, you'd be able to make these portals yourself.
Okay. Interesting. I think what I was really looking for on that Nat 20 nature was to basically separate the queen silk and the normal silk. We store the queen silk for later. We take
Yeah.
a jar of the normal silk and then just hope that there's also still some other normal silk left. I don't know how much there would be though.
With that, yes, absolutely. You can absolutely tell the difference. The phase spider queen silk is significantly more opaque than the regular phase. No, reverse that. The regular phase spider silk is significantly more like opaque as compared to the phase spider queen silk. It almost feels like when you touch the phase spider queen silk, you almost can't even feel it. It's cold to the touch. So no, it's not great for clothes.
Ah.
Not with that attitude.
Well, if you want to be cold all the time in your clothes, well, yeah, actually, I'd like that for summer, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, that does not exist.
If my shirt being cold allowed me to open portals, I think I'm cool with that trade.
That's true. It's a good point.
If you weave
Victoria
it
is
into
staring at it with like sparkles in her eyes.
Yeah, I think Tex just has out a bunch of jars and he's just separating them into
different things. Also, for the normal silk, because we have a jar that we're gonna have to give for the quest. Is there any of the normal silk left over, or is it all? Was there only enough for the one jar full of the normal silk?
There is enough for 3. I know I was joking around earlier saying that Jin turned herself into a cocoon of this silk. But after sorting it out, you have much. You have 1 jar of phase spider queen silk, and you have 3 jars of the regular silk.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, I love this.
Ooh.
I love having specific numbers for things I can use as an artificer. That's good. I like that.
Um, I will make a stat block for the phase spider queen silk after this session. I think I have a better idea on how to use it as opposed to armor.
Mhm.
If Tex wants like the queen silk, Vittorio, I think, will just go. We have some left over. Is there any way I could take one of the jars for myself? I've never gotten to work with
It's
face
one.
spider parts
It's
before.
1 jar of queen silk.
Regular silk is what I'm
Oh,
looking
regular. Okay.
Well, considering you helped, I see no reason why not. And then Tex is gonna hand Vittorio a jar.
for. Yay!
Cool. So that's 2 jars of normal silk, one which is going for the quest, and then a jar of queen silk. Hell yeah!
Okay.
I'm gonna Factorio this shit.
Factorio this shit.
She takes the jar and is just like, she's staring at it up and down, like admiring the way that it kind of glows and stuff. Does probably a little cantrip of infestation to make a bunch of tiny little bugs that just like they don't do anything and they don't do damage, but the little cloud of like little tiny little spiders are gonna go into the jar and just have a fun time for a second. She's just watching them like an ant farm.
All right. With that, you guys are back in the hive. You are free to do whatever you want in here. I'm kidding. You know what I mean.
Hmm.
Ignacio and
Lynn, they left.
Lynn, they left.
Mm.
Okay.
Couldn't handle the heat, so they left.
I know. I was gonna beat the shit out of Ignacio for practice reasons. Just I wanted to evaluate how good he'd be at not getting stabbed.
I mean, he got caught in a
With the
snare
armor?
while wearing a teleporting chest piece. I feel like that's a pretty good indication of his general skill level. I don't know.
Good point.
Is there any like healing wing of this place that has perhaps like a healer or people who specialize in medicinal material?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
If not, I'll just ask Tex and I'll just go like, Tex, who does medicine in your family? Perception is going to be. Oh, I need to update my glasses prescription. My God. Okay,
That's
well
not
that.
great. And
Yeah.
you rolled a disadvantage because this hive is dark as hell.
Oh yeah,
Oh, do I?
disadvantage. The hive is dim lighting.
Well, that was a higher roll, so I'll take the bottom one anyway. So that's a 17.
A 17? Okay. With a 17, between everything, you can sort of make out, like, just somewhere above, like, along the walls and the tunnels, there's a 3-creen, sort of tending to other 3-creen who might have gotten, like, a little bit injured, while performing their duties.
Yeah, Vittorio is just going to turn to everyone else and is just gonna go, I'll be a moment. I want to look into something real quick.
Okay.
And I guess I just like druid craft and I start making like roots kind of out of the wall and I'm using that to climb up if possible. It's like
Yeah, some bioluminescent roots. They like as you place your hand towards the wall, they are there. But I will say you're going to have to make an acrobatics check to scale it.
yeah, of course. 17 plus
17.
nothing.
That works. All right. So you scale these roots. It is significantly easier than the ladders, which were specifically built for the 3-creen and the 3-creen only for the most part. And you make your way up to this little other sort of hut. It's sort of like built like so there's like an overhang of like scrap over it being held up by like the broken handle of an axe.
Mhm.
And there is a 3 Kreen there. And she notices you and she goes, "Outsider, what do you need?"
Sorry if I misread the situation, but you specialize in healing, is that correct?
You are correct.
I've dabbled in learning bits of it here and there, but out of curiosity, just of mine, do you have any expertise into long form magical wounds? Or, I suppose, another
Elaborate.
word I've heard used is curses?
Elaborate.
She'll just like slowly like shake off the wolf cloak and turn around and just flowers.
I am not familiar with druidic practices or curses or anything of the like. How did this happen?
It's a long story. But I suppose the abridged version is I'm a farmer. I work with a special type of sap from a tree that has magical qualities. It enhances magic, and I consumed water spiked with a plant growth potion that was enhanced by said nectar. And they haven't stopped growing ever since.
I see. And she pauses to think for a moment because I have to think for a moment about how I want to do this. Lamau.
Lamau.
Let me think. Aside from cutting you open and removing the plants from within, there is a possibility that these people who cursed you may have their own remedy to this curse. As for
Yeah.
everything I can do, I can only offer minor care in the form of lesser health potions and other bandages of the sort.
She frowns and just says,
However,
It runs deeper than that, but I do appreciate the wisdom.
however, if you bring some samples to me, perhaps I would be able to engineer that remedy myself if you are not looking to get it from Shay Rex.
I most certainly am not. Shayrex. Tepasas, they're, I truly hate them. I would not. Even if they had the cure, I don't know if I could bring myself to use it. If I can provide samples in a way that doesn't, well, she thinks still last time, then I will. But it's grown volatile and it hurts. Thank you, though. I'll get back to you if I have anything that I could provide.
Very well. And she turns back to her table, sort of moving supplies around and everything.
Yes.
Does that end everything that you want to do with this?
yeah.
Okay. So
I'll just say gracias. However, I will slide over one of the lesser healing potions. I like giving stuff to NPCs. I'll give them one of the lesser healing potions as like a thank you for the information.
she says, "Thank you. Your gratitude is noted."
Gracias to you as well.
Or your generosity is noted. Wrong word. You know what I mean.
Either way, gracias. And she'll leave.
And with that, you make your way back down to the rest of the party. The rest of the party, how are you feeling now that you essentially have everything that you need? You got your phase spider silk, you got the information that Haoran wanted.
I feel pretty good.
You feel pretty good.
I think there's still
Uh,
lingering in the back of the head of I wanting to help out Ignacio.
I kind of there's also lingering in the back of my head about wanting to quote air quote help Ignacio, air quote. Um, but
Yeah, is
also
Ignacio still around? We gotta make sure that little bitch lives up to his end of the bargain.
yeah, literally
Who?
like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ignacio, we gotta get out of here, go find him, and I gotta show him the ways.
Step
But
one: if
also
you're caught in a trap, teleport out of it, because that's the thing your thing can
mhm,
do.
literally. Um, but also
You gonna
also
beat up
I
a
kind of want to I think Tex has the jars, right? At
Yeah.
this point. Um, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
2
like,
normal silk, 1 queen silk.
yeah, I'm gonna like kind of like look at him and like just like be like, hey, that thing that we talked about telepathically a second ago, could I? And I like just kind of, can I get one of the jars?
Yes, I suppose, but I will be highly disappointed if you do not make effective use of it. And then Tex hands it over.
Right.
When have I not made effective use of anything? I will take the jar and I'll thank him and I will swiftly turn and I will leave the vicinity.
Alright, so Jin, you exit the hive, right?
Uh,
Is that what
yeah,
I'm getting at here? Okay.
yeah. Because I also want to see if Ignacio has is still is still around here.
Um. Okay, do the rest of you follow him? Or her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We gotta follow up. You know.
Yeah.
we gotta find Ignacio.
I'm
So,
like not.
you guys...
I don't know.
You guys exit the hive. The sun is setting over Typhon. To your own surprise, you don't see... I'm kidding. Um, you...
We don't see the sun.
Well, Jin can't see the sun.
Yeah,
Targeted.
microaggression.
The sun is an eyeball.
You see Lynn and Ignacio sort of still like rummaging around Typhon trying to find any more clues.
Okay.
Ignacio,
What? Oh, you. Um hey, I just we're not looking to steal anything if that's what you're concerned about. We're just trying to find more clues. We thought we'd search here a little bit longer since we came all this way again. And
Is this where your family was brutally assassinated?
yeah.
Forgive their bluntness.
how a bummer,
Yeah.
dude. Uh,
Forgive the bluntness, my friend. They're just they care. They care.
and I'd say if you find those clues and your road does lead to you meeting with your assassins, I want to make sure that you can keep up your end of the bargain. Um, and I kind of want to wait, hang on. Ah, fuck it, too late now. And I like kind of I was gonna ask if we short rested in the hive, but I
No.
mean you didn't fucking say anything, so um, I'll say, um, you any good at fighting? Actually,
I'm not gonna lie, I am a better thief and scavenger than I am at fighting. But if
can I can I like reach out, like kind of like trace a hand over his armor? I want to feel it for I want to feel like if there's like any like big like large weak point, I guess, like like it, the what like a source of magic or anything, and I also want to feel if there's any like dents in the armor.
Make a perception check.
Cool.
He's just gonna watch you do this and be like, whatever.
17.
17. With a 17, there are definitely like dents in the armor. This isn't like a particularly new piece of armor, I should mention as well. Maybe cleaned up just a little bit, because again, he was kind of just messing around when he found this. But there are some dents on whether or not they were dents made during the time of Typhon or recently in whatever like skirmishes he had found himself in. You can't exactly tell. When you put your hand over the armor, it's very strange for his person to have. It's metal. It's definitely made of some kind of like metal, but it's also like you can sort of it's thin, but it's strong. It does not like give easily as you sort of like squeeze maybe around his shoulders to see like how durable it is. So he's definitely not getting stabbed super easily, but the armor also allows for that roguish mobility.
I don't want to. Okay, never mind. I was about to ask. I didn't want to like get too nitty gritty with the mechanics, but I'm like, is this shit giving him like disadvantage on stealth checks or some shit?
Well, it sounds like a breastplate.
Yeah.
Or I was assuming it was a breastplate.
Yeah, it's essentially a
yeah,
breastplate. So it's not.
We talking
and
about
it's
breasts?
Not, yeah, fade titties. Anyways.
I want to make sure he wasn't arguably making himself worse by wearing it.
Yeah,
Wait.
he wasn't. I'm accounting for all of this in the eventual stat blocks I will make for these characters when I'm not lazy.
Does Ignacio have his skull mask like he does in his mobile counterpart?
No, I've replaced that with a gator instead. So you can only really see his eyes.
But he looks like Ghost from Call of Duty.
I-
Like, literally.
There
He
is
looks like-
nowhere there is nowhere in that mask to fit in for me right now.
Okay.
If you want, he can get it later.
He gets
I
it
sent the
later.
Ignacio
Oh,
art.
yeah, this is what Ignacio looks like. Okay.
Oh wow, you can see his titties.
Yeah, wait.
You can see it.
Pog.
So okay.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you.
my
I'll-
art. Yeah, there are titties there. I was gonna
As
say,
I-
wait a minute.
I trace the armor, and I say, these dents, are they yours?
Some
Or
of
did you find it like this?
some of them, yeah. Couple thieves on the road. Nothing me and Lynn really can't handle though. Lynn sort of like laughs a little like, haha, I'm so good at my job. She's
I look around and say, I want to train you a little bit, or at least test you, just to see that you can make sure that you can hold up your end of the bargain.
This is gonna be hilarious considering I actually do not have a stat block for him.
Oh god.
I'll allow it so long as everything that you're doing isn't like fatal, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just gonna beat the shit out of him with their cane.
Yeah.
She just starts blunt force with her cane, beating him up.
Was that
I
not
want
the
to make
implied
sure you're
implication
ready.
of what was about to happen?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
So I'll say to Fade.
Lynn
so
perks up as well. And she goes, just him or me too? Because I'm kind of helping him out here.
I'm more confident about you.
Hilarious. How come I always make boy failures anyways?
Ian.
Oh, Ian.
Right. Oh, Ian. So yeah, I'll take, a few steps, move a few paces away from him.
Alright.
And say, so, sound good?
Right. Sound good. And he reaches down to his sides and he pulls out he removes the chakram from the side of his belt.
Okay, cool. Are we doing this as an actual combat encounter or just like a regular thing?
We'll do this as a regular thing because I genuinely do not have anything for him. Aside
Okay,
from
cool.
he can teleport and make attacks with the chakram.
Don't worry. I won't do anything crazy.
Yes, teleport
Uh,
behind her to get the upper hand because
It
you'll be out
only
of her line of
works
sight.
backwards.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Don't worry. This won't hurt. I shoot him in the chest.
Nice. I'm going to roll and see if he can. Oh, that's a 19. Yeah. So with a 19, he dodges that. You can see, like, he's pretty quick on his feet. He sort of he kind of, and he's quick to react. He sees you with your hand at your belt. You raise the gun, and he jumps out of the way and is dashing towards you with the chakram. I'm going to make an attack roll to see if those hit, and because that's a nat 20.
Ooh.
Okay,
Why
wait a
couldn't I
second.
roll
Why
this
does he
with the?
why does he roll to dodge and then
Because
he
I
rolls an
literally,
attack roll?
you can roll to dodge this as well if you want.
Okay, then I will do that. That is
Wait,
a
did you even get to roll to hit him when he dodged?
yeah, I didn't. I would like to point that out.
Yeah,
Just the
my bad.
discrepancy
I'm
there.
sorry. I do not have anything planned for this, so this is all improv.
But I mean, that's
But yeah,
a
go ahead and roll to dodge. I'll
a 16, I guess. I'm assuming
16.
it's a dexterity roll.
Yeah. So with a 16,
What's your modifier?
Yeah,
Whatever that is. Yeah.
yeah. That was with the mod.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. With a 16, I'm gonna negate the nat 20s. So we'll just be rolling to dodge here then. That will be our rule. With a 16 to dodge, you can hear him coming. You hear those footsteps. They're on your left, and you sidestep out of the way as a chakram just sort of like just punches like right next to you.
I want to hit them in the back of the leg with my cane.
Hit him in
Try
the
to
back
knock
of
him
the
down.
leg. Okay.
I don't know if he has armor there. Maybe he doesn't. I
Well,
doubt
it's
he would.
probably the rogue armor down there. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
That is a 6. So you do knock him over with the cane. But as you knock him over, he recites that quiet incantation again and is teleported back to where he was standing before you.
Yeah, and I think when he teleports, I'm like coming up with like this like just like a massive like swing like that would have like connected like right to probably his head, and I hear him recite the incantation and teleport back, and it's like, there you go. You could have used that with the snare earlier.
Go, Jin!
Slipped my mind. I'll remember next time.
Can't let it slip your mind. You
Also,
gotta remember what
jumped
you can
away
do.
from her first attack instead of teleporting.
What?
Remember earlier you said he jumped away, like when during Jim's first attack, and not teleporty.
Well, he came to me and then teleported
yeah,
back.
You
to his
remember
original
the
position.
teleportation only works backwards to a previous
Yeah.
position.
And I'm gonna but now that he's back there, I can shoot him again because he's out of that here he's back in effective range.
All right.
So I pull out the gun, but and as I am shooting at him again, I'm like saying like I'm saying like, remember what you're capable of. You have a lot of options in your tool set. Make use of them. And yeah, and then I shoot him.
All right.
I
That
have a question. Can I
yeah.
just throw a firebolt at like his toes to give him disadvantage on this dodge check?
Why
Oh
would
my
you do that to
God.
him? Jin, do you
Oh,
allow
right,
the bystanders to step in with this?
Oh, I don't think I have time to really stop Tex from doing
I
it.
think he just throws it and he says, "Usually there's more than one assassin." Like I don't think Tex is actively trying to hurt him. Just like throw it at his. You know how like they shoot at people's toes to make them dance? It's like that.
Right. And I think I'm like about to like stop Tex, but then like he says that and I'm like, oh, good point. And then I keep shooting at him with Tex.
Right. So he's taking some of the shots a little bit, but
Dance, boy, dance.
was it this one? But as you're shooting these bolts and these bullets, a song comes up from the air, and Lynn, she has her accordion, and this song sort of like manifests as a radiant aura around Ignacio, and she goes, "This was not part of the agreement."
Fair enough.
It's fine. I'm only aiming for his toes.
I
Keep it-
apologize for this.
It's both of us together. I feel bad for him, and
Many
Why?
do.
Tex, you care about your hive, right?
Yes.
What if you lost them all one day?
That would be very tragic.
And say the person who did that is out there somewhere. Wouldn't you want the same thing?
Yes, but I would also want someone to tell me if I was not going about it in an effective manner.
I understand that, but the way you talk to him, there's just a really jarring lack of empathy sometimes.
Would he like empathy or would he like revenge?
And he just mutters under his breath, sort of like so only Jin can really hear it. He's like, both is fine, honestly. But Lin goes, wouldn't you want someone to treat you with a little bit of empathy if that happened to you, though? This isn't.
This is our empathy. I'm making sure that he gets his revenge.
I would rather
Because
be. Yeah.
You're not gonna get anywhere if you don't have the skills to win here.
There is a there is a tiny little European firebug that is going to crawl up onto the shoulder of Ignacio, and I am casting Animal Messenger. Basically to send him a private message that just says jump and strike, then duck and strike, return to those positions to dodge.
And you see him like nod at the bug, and he can sort of see you, and based off everything that he saw in the hive, he can only really assume it's you. But Lin goes, very well. You've
If I
been
did not have empathy, he would not have the chess piece currently.
You're right, and I was gonna say something. Fuck.
The bug is also just gonna go and use every advantage that you can get, which also and then it kind of like whispers just a little, including distractions, like talking.
Oh, I see what you're going for here. As Lynn is describing the whole situation, how sudden it was, and how she had, like, gotten to know him and, like, sort of feel bad for him, Tex, one of the chakram just barely misses your feet, and you sort of have to, like, step back a little.
No, fuck that shield.
I already said it misses you.
You said I had to step back which implies I had to dodge it. No, shield.
It was dodge out of shield, out of a shock thing. The shield comes up, but the chakram still hits the ground, missing
in
you.
the spell slot.
We'll probably get a rest soon. Probably. Hopefully.
Probably. Okay, rolling right now. That is 3 displacer beasts on your ass. I'm kidding.
Nice. Great.
I can take him. I got this.
Take
I
him.
believe in the me that believes in myself.
Basically, what I was trying to teach Ignacio is if he's using the chest plate to go to different directions, then while he's attacking, he should be doing like duck strike and jump
He
strikes.
can only go backwards.
I know, but he should start doing jump strikes and duck
Yeah.
strikes so
He
that he can go backwards in like mid duck strike to dodge under an attack and then immediately keep going
Yeah,
up.
you can just go full tilt and then instantly recover
He
by
ha-
teleporting back.
He has
Exactly.
recovery cancels.
Yeah, if I could.
Basically, that's what I'm trying. That's
He
what I was
has
trying to show. I was like, if
iframes,
he
guys.
Again,
back
I'm
in
sorry.
time-
If I had a stat block for this, I'd be a little bit more prepared, but I
No
am
worries,
trying.
I
no
like it.
worries.
We
But
switched into
I'm-
fighting game mode.
No worries. I'm kind of just like that's what Vittorio is
Yeah.
saying through the
Not your
firebug. I
neutral
just
air.
wanted to clarify what she meant.
Use your command grab.
BRB
Tex, as you
washrooms.
look back up at Ignacio, Ignacio just sort of like flicks his eyes to Vittorio, like, and you can tell that it's not really like he didn't do this out of like aggression or frustration. He did this out of you said seize opportunity.
Tactical thinking.
Yes, I think Texas. Yes, your willingness to stab me in the back when I wasn't paying attention is very commendable. That's exactly what we were trying to teach you.
Oh my god. So sorry about this, Ignacio.
And he at this point he's just kind of laughing like, all right, you're an interesting group, but I really do appreciate the help. It's been a tough couple of weeks, but
He's talking. I'm gonna sneak up behind him and smack him in the back with the cane.
you do that, and he falls over. You cut him off.
What did we just teach you?
Right.
Okay, I'm not
It
gonna.
is fine though. I do understand these things are hard for teenagers.
I'm not a teenager.
You're not.
No,
Thought I was a teenager.
Hang out with one.
I'm not a teenager either.
You're not. But you hang out with one. And now I'm pointing at Ignacio.
I'm 23.
No, I think you're wrong on that.
Teenagers
How would
these
I not?
days.
How would
Have
I
you
not
con-
know my
have you-
own age?
Have
You
considered
young
that maybe
people
your
and
parents
your
lied to you about your age?
You young people and your experimental diets.
Ignacio's 26.
We still have seniority. That's fine.
Vittorio does not have seniority, if I remember correctly. Actually,
Well, then I do.
she's actually a teenager.
Yeah.
Tex,
But
Tex
because
and
of
I
the
have
sheer vibe,
seniority here.
yeah, but
She's
just 'cause of,
21.
like,
She's 21.
Oh, she's
okay, but
21.
just
I
'cause
thought.
of like pure
Okay.
vibes, I think
Oh, yeah,
technically
I'm like
she's like
24.
30.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I will step back and stop whacking Ignacio with the cane.
And he
We've
gets up.
learned him a little.
He goes, "I'll work on it."
Yeah. You'll figure something out.
Quentin,
You've improved a little here.
Quentin, you said it was. You said your assassins also left behind a false Apex Guild logo, right?
Yeah, I showed you it before.
The Dragon Company has their own sort of guild.
I see.
I think
You think that what they?
I have no doubt that they were behind it. I just need to figure out how to get to them. And maybe when I do, maybe I can help you find some answers too. Jin, do you say anything? The Dragon Company, your family's rival company, was just mentioned.
This is their personal business. Also,
Okay.
I spaced.
Ignacio suspects that the assassins weren't just any assassins. They were sent by the Dragon Company. And he further explains that, because as soon as they found the armor the assassins attacked, he assumes it was because the Dragon Company simply just didn't want to pay them.
There might be something there, actually. Yeah.
It was like a real roundabout way when you could have just said assassins, and I'll grab it.
Yeah.
So someone has to pay those assassins, right?
You'd be surprised at how convoluted this stupid lore is, and I have to work around it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Interesting. I'm sure that'll come up naturally on its own.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Um,
It's
yeah, no.
definitely.
But yeah, we should probably relay that information. Like full group. We should probably be compiling our knowledge
Yeah.
just in case that's relevant here. And because it's a teleportation like artifact, it could have something to do with like miniaturized gate technology, something.
Yeah. So
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Or gate magic, not technology. This isn't sci-fi.
well, you could still technically
Very
call it
good.
technology. Technology is anything that like makes life easier. That's the way it was described to me back in elementary school, and my brain refuses to associate another definition with it since.
Fair.
This is almost certainly not a worthwhile contribution, but I always assumed the gate was just largerized teleportation technology because it seems like teleporting small stuff like just a single person is way easier than, the big gate stuff.
The reason that gate is so powerful is because it allows you to do interplanar travel. That's like the main thing that separates gate from other teleportation spells is that it can send you to pretty much anywhere in the known universe, including like other dimensions, pocket dimensions,
Your
stuff like
mom's
that.
house?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So it's worth investing in.
do you guys all relay this information back and forth at each other?
Yeah.
Basically.
Vittoria, do you bring up Shay Rex in any capacity whatsoever?
I think I am just like contemplating right now. She's kind of like not distracted per se, but has just been like sitting on a rock that she has covered in moss and has been watching all the fight and is just going to pipe up and go, Dragon Company, Shayrex. How many of these companies just send out assassins to kill people and tear people apart?
I mean,
Is that not what the Apex Guild is? A bunch of adventurer assassins they send out to do tasks?
not usually. It's very, very rare instances, and even then, Kuben Blisk, the guildmaster, he does typically turn those down.
Yeah, but
You did say very rarely, so it does happen.
Yeah, plus he doesn't vet the people he recruits. Like, here, Quinta just joined with the intention to kill them all, and he didn't even do a background check on him.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to get into the
roundabout way-
specifics.
Also, in a real roundabout way, most adventuring work is just assassinations.
At the end of the day, that's true.
Yeah.
Of the innocent, Vittorio is specifying.
Yeah. There's
That's
that
pretty
as
much
well.
what he mentions of Shayrex.
And-
just, yeah.
Ignacio just goes, they have the money, they have the power. They kind of can just take what they want. That's
Yes, I assume companies like the Jade Leviathan do similar things as well. It's just a simple tactic when you have that much currency.
right. I
I don't like any of it.
I don't
I don't like any of it.
I don't either. It's a dumb world that we live in that's just governed this way. But this is what we have, and we can either just let it go or we can do something about it. I'm doing something about it. I am going to find the killers, and I'm going to take my revenge. And I don't particularly care about any of that eye for an eye makes the world go blind saying. It's easy to say that when you weren't the one who got hurt.
I absolutely agree with you.
She kind of like
gripping onto the moss and thinking, doesn't like audibly agree, but nods and grits her teeth.
Well, Lynn and I are gonna take our leave. We'll keep an eye out for you guys.
Yeah. Call me if you need me for anything.
And we'll keep an eye out for you as well.
Thank you.
At least I will.
And with that, they take their leave.
I won't.
and- That's fair.
Well, I like.
If you die, I'll keep an eye out for your corpse so I can return the armor to my clan.
Oh my
Fade,
god.
or
No,
not Fade, I
no.
shouldn't say his Apex name. You can't. He pulls down the gator so you can see his mouth, and there's a couple scars lining his face, and he just sort of smiles like, "Yeah, thanks," and he puts the gator back up, and
Oh.
Lynn and Ignacio walk off.
Well, I think we handled that situation with a lot of tact and diplomacy and general human niceness.
This is the nicest the entire group has ever been.
You like say that, and then meanwhile Vittorio is just sitting on the rock, and you see like all of the
Thinking
moss
of
at once. that
murder.
She is. You see like all at once, all of the moss just like disintegrates and crumbles and rots, and then just like as she stands up and just starts pacing.
All right. With that, you all need to head back to Solus once again. Howran's mages will ideally be waiting for you there. Or it is the end of the day. You could also camp here in Typhon if you really wanted. I'll leave it all up to you. Do you start
Didn't we
heading out
establish
now,
those
or
monstrosities all over the surface of Typhon?
We
there,
take like a
in a way,
Yeah.
yeah, but there's also like enough cover where if you like hide yourself, you'd be pretty safe. Plus, you can set up snares. There's probably
about-
also snares from like the hive as well.
how about
Yeah,
a
I don't
short
know if
rest?
I'm gonna work on a displacer
Yeah.
beast. Yeah, short rest I can live. I don't even actually wait. Don't short rest only benefit you?
I am very important.
Jen is very important. Remember, she has daddy issues.
True. So real.
All
I
right.
mean, we could just keep walking and then Jin gets bagged up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Vittorio paces, and she'll be like, wherever you want to camp, whether it be at Jin's place or here, let me know. I'm gonna send a message. And then she's gonna walk over to the side and is gonna once again use another spell slot to start casting Animal Messenger.
All right, go ahead and do that. I don't know if you want to say the animal messenger out loud, but you will do that. I have a better idea. As you're doing that, okay. First, let's decide. Do you guys want to start heading out now, or do you want to start, or do you want to rest here in Typhon first? Because we can say short rest in Typhon, and then do a little time skip. We could do that.
Why?
boy.
What
Why?
is the context?
Why? What
of
is
that?
that? What is that?
What?
I
It's
personally
Jin's
would-
little phase spider silk cocoon.
Vittorio seems to be more inclined to stay in Typhon for the sheer fact of she is not excited to see Jin's father again.
Bitch, me too.
How are the rest of you feeling then?
I'm
Like, I
kind of
want
in
a
the
long
same
rest.
boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Do you want a long rest here or short rest?
Probably better to
Long-
short rest.
If
But
everyone wants to,
I would-
no, we're long resting if we're staying. Fuck that.
Okay.
Yeah.
fair
I'm getting
enough.
my
Fair
spell
enough.
slot back.
I need my sorcery points back. That's what I do long rest. So yeah.
Right. So you guys set up camp here in Typhon. Vittorio, how do you set up camp? You're usually the one to set up camp.
Oh yeah. I mean, I do have my little spell. But I mean, she is kind of off doing Animal Messenger. So
Oh,
we
if you're-
decided we're setting up camp here.
Okay. You decide if you want to do animal messenger or setting up camp, because to be fair, the other people can also set up camp.
I think she's
I think she starts to try and like find a little wolf spider to talk to, but then sees people are starting to get settled in, and just enters that state of, oh, I have to be responsible, and is gonna cast Wild Cunning. And like as people just start like looking around for where they're gonna set up camp, immediately a bunch of bugs just start once again constructing the camp up, as she isn't gonna do concentration on Animal Messenger anymore.
If we all really cram into a 20-foot cube when we sleep, I could put alarm around us so no one sneaks up on us. But we'd all have to sleep within a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, I send the spirits of the forest to bring back wood and set up a campsite using our supplies. They build a fire in a circle of stones, put up tents, unroll beds, and put out any rations and water for consumption. I'm going to say that for the sake of
Wait, I don't have
possible
water.
safety, that elevation is probably going to be key here. So she is going to very specifically make sure that it's threaded between trees and old rubble debris. And have it kind of like elevated. I'm kind of calling back here to the cute little hammock setup we had in Spider-Verse Infinitum, where it's a
Aw.
bunch of like spiderweb kind of hammocks tied up in bedrolls, suspended between trees and stuff, as it all just like threads upwards, just for elevation's sake.
All right. So Vittorio has these silk hammocks set up. I don't remember if you have a spell slot for Animal Messenger still.
I don't.
All right. So here's what we'll do. Jin, I see you messaging me.
I will use human determination.
What the fuck would I make you roll for this outside of dexterity? This would not be sleight of hand.
Sounds like sleight of hand to me, but
It's
I don't- it
because
doesn't-
it's technical work. It's not like you just gotta be sneaky. It's you gotta like see what you're doing. You gotta
well, sleight of hand's not just for pickpocketing, but like point taken, and it doesn't matter anyways because I don't have sleight of hand proficiency.
That's true.
Who are you? Oh,
It's not
It's because-
pickpocketing. I just said it's
Because
not.
I sew. I've sewn before, so I know like I kind of know how important vision is to this.
Maybe that's a skill issue.
Do you want to try?
real.
Do you want to try? Do you want to try sewing with your eyes closed?
I don't, but Jin clearly does.
Okay. Sure. Sleight of hand.
Man, give Jin the
Swag.
help action because I also know about this.
Jin is
cool,
trying to do
swag.
this in secret.
But I also am doing this human determination. I don't think
Okay.
you can
So
double
that gives
advantage
me-
anyways.
alright, okay.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah, double 18.
Ooh. Okay.
So that's 22. 22.
With a 22, Jin, you are.
Wait,
You're-
tell me if I do the thing or not, or like if there's details to it, DM me. But
I will let you know how what you get out of this when you knit it together.
Sure.
After I'll give it to you in DMs. I have stat blocks to make after this, which is fine. Jin, as you are sitting by the fire, you're holding the silk in your hand. It is very smooth, very very sticky, as spider silk typically is. I walked into a web yesterday, actually. It was awful.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Damn.
But-
Nasty.
But, you remember when you were younger, and you can feel your mother's guiding hand as she puts the needle between your fingers and helps you sew a pant leg. It is one of the only good memories you could recall in the Yan household. Nevertheless, but at the end of the day, the skill that she gave you, you can still sort of feel it. It's almost like, it's not exactly muscle memory, but You stick,
Like it just like instinctually kind of like makes sense
Yeah.
still.
and you knit a nice scarf out of the spider silk. It still shimmers with that blue. If you want it to be a different color, you can take it to any tailor and they'll dye it for you.
I recommend going to Taylor Swift,
Yeah, Taylor Swift is pretty good at her job.
but Taylor Lautner is another idea.
Okay.
How dare you
Yeah,
just
when
tailors like that?
I'm done with that, I want to go up to Vittorio and just like give it to her.
What?
Nice.
And yeah, I'm really awkward about it. Like I kind of just like I don't know where she is. I don't know what she's doing, but like
You're
I
just
kind of like
wandering
just like
around.
yeah, I just like kind of find her, sit next to her, and I just like not even like really looking at or turning towards her, which I normally at least try to make the effort to do. I just kind of like pass it to her, and it's like, I made this for you from the. Well, it's pretty obvious what I made it from.
She's like, probably, I like the idea of Jin just like plopping down, not realizing that Vittorio is standing up and is kind of still just like. She's probably still helping all of the creatures construct the camp, and she drops her focus for a second, and you hear like a doing noise of like a spiderweb hammock coming undone from it, and just like. Just like awkwardly snapping and such in place because it wasn't properly secured yet. And she just like slowly looks down at it and just kind of follows where exactly that Jin is looking. Not like recognizing that Jin is talking to her. uh I don't know where Jin's eyes even like land. It's probably like a tree. And so Vittorio's brain, instead of thinking, "Oh, someone's made a gift for me," it's, "Why would they make a pant leg for a tree?" Um, and
I
she's
just
just
like
like quiet for like way too long.
and just like you could. I mean, I wouldn't put it around my neck, but like you could like use it as some kind of accessory, like as a belt or as another thing. I don't know. I've worn the same outfit for the last 5 years, so I don't really accessorize a lot.
It dawns on her that Jin is talking to her, and she just, the first thing that comes out of her mouth is just, "Why? What? Did I do something?"
You like bugs, and sometimes you are bugs, so I figured like bug thing, it would be be cool for you to have. I would have made something for everybody else, but if it's different. I couldn't really think of something they would like.
Can I insight to see if Jin was lying about that last part?
Yeah,
Sure, that'd be funny.
Was Jin
definitely.
actually gonna make stuff for everyone else? That's an 18.
18.
Oh, that's I didn't
She
even add my +5.
You have +5 to insight?
um Jesus
Yep,
Christ,
23.
+5. Okay, well, just straight up, I think you can just fucking read her like a book then. The sentiment behind it isn't necessarily wrong. Like she might have, but the thought definitely did not occur to her until literally just now. That she could have made a gift for anybody else.
You just made that for me. For She starts looking around, and is going to rationalize it in her brain as, "Oh, must be for setting up the camp. Okay, that makes sense." And is just going to smile and just go, "Thank you. I really appreciate it. I should and then you hear the sound of rummaging through pockets and stuff as she starts trying to find just something to give back,
and eventually just settles on reaching into her sack containing 5 gold pieces worth of trading goods and pulls out just a weirdly shaped rock that probably is shaped like an arrow tip, and it's just gonna go, well, I mean, you use bullets, so I'm not sure if you could use this for anything, but I mean, it's like projectile in a way. Most people in Talos, I mean, they don't tend to have access to the firepower that you have, so a lot of it's bow and arrows. So arrow tips are especially kind of useful up in those necks of the woods. So and then she just like hands it to Jin. There
Got a little
you go.
arrow thing. I take it and I just thanks.
I will also be making food soon, so
Cool. I like food. You make good food. I'm leaving. I stand
Okay.
up and I go.
thank you for the pant leg. I really appreciate it.
I give a little thumbs up and I walk away. Back to the camp, to the rest of the people.
I'd like to think
I don't know
that
if
Jin, as
anyone
she's
else is gonna-
walking away, she's just thinking, man, that went so well. I'm so good at this.
That went.
Victor-
That went. That went about how I heard. That sort of thing is supposed to go.
Vittorio's single brain cell is just, I can't believe that I got a gift. I mean, I don't even know if I deserved it. I just set up the camp as usual.
I think as Jin's walking away from that conversation, they just get a private voice in their head that says, "Ah, yes, I see. You gave the scarf to Vittorio. Are you trying to sort out your issues with sexual urges?"
Shut the fuck up.
I suggest
But if you say that out loud, Vittorio just goes,
not
No,
out
it was,
loud.
it was a private channel.
Oh,
Private
okay.
channel.
And he says, "If I suggest expediting it if it's still an issue, it really shouldn't affect your work in combat."
I think you there's two things that get through to you, but there's like a top layer of what I actually intend to say to you, which is like, it's not like that, please, it's not like that, we can drop it. But then there's like this like underlying layer of something that I wanted to say, and I like repress it, but I don't do a fully good job of it. So you can still kind of like hear it, like this like underlying like whisper of it, which is like, I have sex all this time, dude. I had sex with your mom.
That is not what I expected.
Just raw,
Oh
very
my God.
aggressive, very, very aggressive, defensive. Yeah, just kind of like under layer there.
Does Tex have a mom?
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jin
Bugs.
certainly doesn't know.
Batch from the
I
hive,
don't. I don't think
mother.
it. I don't think it really matter. I don't think the specifics really matter within this context.
Yeah.
The
They get-
factuality isn't the key here.
I'm going to
Yeah.
assume the hive just doesn't really do familial relations, then.
Which means that it's entirely possible that I did indeed have sex all the time, dude. Have sex with your mom.
Real.
But yeah,
Real.
that's about how that interaction goes.
It's so good. Quentin, anything that you're doing?
No, I'm just meditating, getting back my sorcery.
Quentin's just tired.
Yeah.
I'd like
to
to think that the hammock.
Nice.
Can I add the dumb detail that the hammock that snapped when Jin gave the gift was the one that Quentin was meditating on?
Vittorio, you completely forget that Quentin was on that hammock.
I'm sure Quentin has gotten up since then, but she will reset the hammock for him and at some point just go,
Oh yeah, he walked away.
Hammock.
And he didn't want to say anything since he just wants to continue meditating.
He heard the
Stop.
sexual tension between Jin and Vittorio and decided
No.
not for
he
me.
wanted
No, it's not
it's
like
not
that.
sexual tension. It's totally normal. It's gals being pals.
Gal pals.
He heard the girl tension between Jin and Vittorio and decided not for me.
He also
Yeah, it's
sensed
just like Sappho and her friend, you know?
Yeah,
Real.
literally.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
it's she
right.
resets it up for Quentin and just like
Mhm.
walks up to him at some point and goes,
And while I'm meditating, it's like,
I give him a thumbs up, walk away.
All right. Does that settle all the camp activities today?
Yes.
Congratulations, you've earned your knitting badge, Jin.
Yay!
Woo!
I got my knitting badge.
Cool, so we're
Um,
like level 7 now?
No.
That sounds like a level 7 feat.
Knitting is a level 7 skill, guys.
Cool.
No, I will decide when we level up next.
Okay.
So the sun sets, the moon rises, and then it sets as well, and the sun comes up. It is morning in Typhon. You all do your morning routines.
yes.
You all head out for Solace, maybe even making your way back through the tunnels. The days go by rather quickly. It is it is just the idle travel time that you are more than used to at this point, having adventured for 2 weeks now, I think, actually. And as Solace begins to come into view, Vittorio, you see the Paradise Lounge, and there is a crowd of people outside. And that is where we're going to end the session.
Grandma had a heart attack.
Okay.
No.
Uh,
Deserved.
Ah,
Skill issue.
yeah.
that's my woman. That's my woman.
That's my mom!
Was your woman.
That's my main.
mom.
Was your main.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
was your main. Elliot's dead.
Elliot.
Anyways.
Oh.
I swear to God, that potion seller, that tiefling potion seller, I'm gonna find him.
Don't bring race into it.
Yeah,
No,
don't bring
it's the
race
fact-
into this.
No, just
Shush!
saying-
It was the fact that he was totally, absolutely Elliot's dad.
Oh, just because
Finding
he's
him.
a tiefling? Because he's
Oh,
a
No,
tiefling?
Unbelievable.
because I looked at his facial features.
You
Oh,
couldn't
because
see
you
his
all
facial
looked the same
features.
to you.
You couldn't see his
I
facial
figured it
features.
out.
I watched
Whatever,
the
I
clip
figured
back
it out.
over.
I
You
remember,
failed that
remember.
roll.
So
Whatever,
Because
basically,
they all
what
look
I'm,
the same to you.
what I'm
Listen,
hearing
no,
here
no,
is that
you don't
saw
understand.
one
You don't
tiefling
understand.
and you
I
saw another
know.
tiefling whose features you did not see,
Yeah.
and you assume
When-
they're related.
When I am correct, I want you to eat a shoe.
Okay, look, if you want to do
I want
phrenology,
Al
that's on
Sharpton
you,
to come
alright?
back.
Alright. So,
Give me Al Sharpton.
that being said, I think after this session, I'm planning, for this arc, I am planning there to be roughly 3 to at most 5 more sessions while I work out the rest of the plot beats.
Mhm.
I already have some vague ideas for next session that I will get started on as soon as I can, because I have work at 5, which is hilarious. So yeah, obviously, if you can make it, do please try to make it. I also want to be able to wrap up the arc because school is starting on the 24th, so I literally only have a week, and in the after I finish arc 1, I do want to be able to put this into like a public module that people can also play.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
there's that. I'm gonna be after each arc, I'll be releasing other modules with more NPCs and everything. So I'm going to be putting out a lot of stuff, and I'm going to try my hardest to get it all out there for everyone who wants to try running similar campaigns, or just use the NPCs for their own thing. That is essentially the point of it all. As always, if I pull up my silly account here, as always, follow me at Pigeoncur on Twitter for updates on everything. As always, if you have money to spare, commissions are always like super helpful at the end of the day. Commission Dean as well.
Hi.
Look forward to that. And I think the last announcement that I want to make today is on Sunday, join us for the conclusion of Act 1 of Cyberpunk Soul of Steel.
Yep.
That is coming
Sounds
up,
gonna
and
be-
I'm really
It's gonna
excited.
be very interesting.
We will be live around 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to aim for that because I have work at 4, and I forgot to text my manager today to call off.
And that's PST, not to be
PST,
California
yes.
centric.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is in California. That being said,
The best
that
state.
I think that is everything that I want to announce. Anyone else?
I mean, I guess keep an eye out for when A&A ends, because then me and Chance have something secret happening. Keep an eye out for that.
Interesting. I don't even
Yeah.
know about this.
I don't either. What?
Are you just bullshitting?
Please say
Am
no. Please
I?
say no.
Am
He's
I?
still in character. He's
Am
still
I?
in character.
Am I bullshitting?
Are
Look,
you
I may just be
Jay?
forgetting things. You know what? I choose to believe. I choose to believe Tony on this one. I think I just forgot. I think that he's telling the truth here.
But yeah, once again, we should be live again next Thursday for session 8. If you were unable to catch any of the streams on my YouTube page by the same name, pigeon_cur, I have a whole playlist dedicated to both Cyberpunk Soul of Steel and Apex and Aberrations. Speaking of those playlists, Dean, do you still have the VOD for Lanesy's? What's
Yes,
it called?
and I do need to upload that, and I
It-
will be uploading that. I'll do that tonight.
Yeah, if you can upload that, and then I can put that in the playlist so we have all the
Yeah, of
sessions
course.
there. Thank you.
That's the Killer Clowns episode.
Yes.
Hmm.
But yeah, that is everything that I want to announce. Without further ado, see you guys next Thursday.
See
Bye.
ya.
Bye.
Woo!
See you next Sunday, because really we have the.
Oh
we're
yeah,
gonna- we have-
Sunday.
the Venn diagram of our audiences is a circle.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That's true. See you guys on Sunday then.